I don't know, you might have forgotten everything. I might miss some stuff because it's been a long time. So if anyone can think of anything, notices anything I've missed, just let me know.
I'll be sure to criticize you as much as possible.
Go ahead. That's fine. So, you have found yourself in Barovia. You came through some mists while you slept and found yourself kind of on a forest path. You went to a house, fought some ghost things and like a devil baby, and you didn't die, which was great. You made your way. You briefly tried to go through the mists in the forest and were attacked by direwolves, and decided to turn back to the path. And then you followed the path to the town of Barovia. You sold a lot of stuff for a lot of money, and bought some stuff for quite a big markup as well. And then went to an inn. Julian had a conversation with 3 women who were kind of not very nice, but Julian seemed to get along quite well with them, so.
Says a lot about Julian.
A guy called Ismark, who has since been referred to as Mark, asked for your help as Strahd, who is kind of the evil guy that looks over this land, has been stalking his sister and has bitten her twice. And also his father's body is still in the house and they haven't managed to bury it yet. Also, on arriving to the town of Barovia, Traxa bought some pies and shared them with Ashiok. So you both ate some pies. You stayed in the Burgomaster's mansion overnight to keep an eye out for Irina. Traxa fell asleep and you weren't able to wake her up, so everyone kind of panicked. You kept watch overnight. Quinn saw like a vision thing, and that stopped the wolves and other unseen creatures trying to get into the house for the night. And then when you woke up in the morning, everyone managed to wake up eventually. Traxa and Ashiok had some very good dreams. They both slept for exactly 8 hours. Woke up feeling quite sad because the very happy dreams were over. Traxa immediately went out to buy 30 more pies, and has since eaten one. Ashiok has not bought any more pies and hasn't really, nothing has really happened from that yet. You went to... God. What about that?
It's important we all remember.
Yeah, that's the thing I'd forgotten about.
Sorry for derailing.
You took the body of the Burgomaster to the graveyard with Mark, and when you went to kind of fetch the priest to help kind of bury the body, you found out he had a son who was a vampire, locked in the basement, starved, you fed him a pig and a bit of your own blood, so that he was less kind of bloodthirsty, crazy. And you kind of sort of came to a truce there. The priest helped bury the body and has agreed not to continue to starve his son in the basement for now. And you have made your way back to the Burgomaster's mansion, where Irina has been preparing to leave with you to try and get to safety away from the kind of away from Strahd's eye. So yeah. Did I miss anything?
Only thing I can think of is that I think we were actually on our way when we stopped. I think we did actually head off.
Okay. That's fine. I think the only thing that I was going to tell you before you left was that you would have been told to take, when you get to a fork in the road, you would have been told to take the right fork, the right turn, and that would take you to Serpal, where a Vistani camp live. And this would take, you should be able to get there before nightfall, so you shouldn't have the danger of being out in the wilderness at night. Ismark also mentioned that because they are the only people who are able to leave Barovia, they might have some advice for you on kind of maybe figuring out a way to get out of here. So you are traveling along a path. How fast are you trying to go? You were told it's about 5 miles to the camp, and it's about 4 or 5 days to the next big town. How fast did you want to move?
What time is it?
It's about midday.
We'll probably kind of amble.
Yeah.
We've had
We
a
did.
long morning.
We got drained by a vampire. It kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Julian had to interact with a farm. Like, it's been a stressful morning. I think they could do with some R&R, just go for a nice stroll through the woods. Unless unless anyone else wants to just fucking gun it. 5 miles about 2 hours or something.
I had it up. So if you're going slowly, it'll take you about 2.5 hours to get there. If you go the slow meandering path, which that'll get you there easily before nightfall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to start with, it's kind of farmland, and then you kind of go across a bridge and into some forest. I'm gonna ask anyone random to roll me 5d20. And I need to see the individual rolls, if that's all right.
Do you want all of us to...
Everyone?
We could roll one.
You
That'd
could
be
do
fine.
one each.
Yeah, let's all take responsibility for our actions. Roll mine. I got a 9.
Got an 8.
Hell yeah. Another 9.
Oh fuck.
Damn.
ET.
Okay. And Ava?
Oh, what am I rolling?
A d20.
Oh, I thought it was one person was rolling.
We changed it so everyone's doing 1 instead
Okay.
of one person doing 5.
I got a 14.
Okay. So, yeah. The first part of your journey goes quite smoothly. The path is a little uneven, but it's one that's used quite a lot. There's quite a lot of trade and lots of people who walk between Barovia and Vallaki. And yeah, does anyone want to do anything as you walk? As you
Quinn would want to keep an eye on Ashiok and Traxa to see if there's anything off about either of them after the whole pie thing. She was really sus about the pies.
He just looks kind of pissed.
Oh.
Like, just kind of fucking sulking in a. Are we on a cart or are we just walking?
I think you're just walking,
Oh, okay.
unless you would have kind of bought anything, or probably would have been quite difficult to get horses.
Okay. I was gonna say he would just be sulking in a corner of the cart, but like no, just generally pissed.
A walk and sulk is even worse.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Traxa? How does Traxa seem?
I mean, she's eating more pie. She's pretty happy.
She's still eating pies? No.
I mean, I ate some since the last sleep still. I had that one earlier, but then you tried to attack me and I shoved one in my mouth, so I've at least eaten that one. Yeah, no.
Oh, I thought like is she currently eating a pie as we're walking, or is it
No,
just
she's
she
gonna
has
save them. Yeah, she has
Okay,
them in
okay.
her cook satchel.
Well, she was like currently munching on
Shoving
pie. I was like, no.
I like to think she probably has like the piece of that first one still a little bit in her pocket that she like sneaks every once in a while.
A little nibble.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, if Traxa feels like she's looking good, I think Quinn might go up to Ashiok and just ask like what's up, man?
You're not getting a response.
So the silent walk. We're gonna walk the whole way there, and you're not gonna say anything.
You get a raised eyebrow.
Okay, see that's progress right there. How are you doing, man? I mean, you don't. I know we haven't known each other for that long, but you don't really seem like yourself. Just the brow. Is that all? Just going up and down.
Do you have better things to be concerned with?
Well, I mean, we're just walking right now, so is there something else I should be concerned with?
I guess not.
I don't know. You just seemed so cheery when we talked the night before, going to sleep and stuff. And I just want to know if anything's up, is all.
Yeah, well, um, happens sometimes. You know, go to sleep and you wake up and you're in a locked in vampire country. Yeah, can't see why I would be in that horror movie.
But yeah, it is kind of a shitty situation. As long as it's just that, then that's all right. We can. I won't bug you. Just wanted to know.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
I feel like Quinn leaves it at that and like just starts walking on unless there's anything anybody else wants to do.
Not from me.
No.
So you've been walking for about an hour and a half, and everything's been pretty much fine. And then you hear in the distance kind of a distant howl, and it's kind of been there the whole time you've been walking, quite a long way off, but this time it is quite a lot closer. And you have a few minutes where these howls are getting quite significantly closer. And out of the trees, kind of ahead and to the left, you see 6 wolves. Just a second, and I will move the battle map.
Inside of you are 6 wolves.
Send through that. Where were you last? Perhaps? Yes. Just gonna copy you over. There we go. Can everyone control themselves?
Yes.
Mhm.
Good. Arena in there. So put yourself in probably marching formation. And where would you have put Arena? Or where would, I guess,
I think me and Quinn would like kind of be in the front, and then Arena kind of like behind us, in the middle of everyone.
Yeah.
okay. So, how is that formation? Feel free to move yourself if you'd rather be somewhere else. And everyone roll initiative.
Sweet.
Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
Are these we might not know this yet, I guess. Do these look like the giant chunky dire wolves, or do they look like more normal wolves?
These look like normal wolves. They're wolf size.
Okay.
That is
Wolf-sized wolves.
What happened to the dog, by the way?
Yeah, our dog.
Do you want the dog to stay with you, or did you want to leave it with its marking?
Did we leave it at the house?
It's up to you.
I think Ashy was the one looking after the dog, so
No. Way to put the responsibility on me.
You're the dog person in the group.
let's just say we left him back with Mark.
Mm.
He's probably really lonely.
Aw. Oh yeah, there could be modifiers to, but there is not. Excellent.
Sorry, I just wrote the things down wrong. In my
I can't believe that the Wolves have an initiative score of 55. Dang.
It's so fast.
sorry, there's a lot of things here.
This worries me.
You are some of the things. If that makes you feel any better. Okay. Oh, Ava, I forgot. Is your owl just around all the time now? Hootie out.
Probably just sits on nearby trees and stuff. People barely even notice it.
Okay. Have the owl roll initiative then. Can everyone see the coloured dots on the walls?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Good.
I was muted again.
Did I get an initiative roll for Hootie, Ava?
You did not. It's an 18.
Well, that means Hootie is up first.
Just gonna delay Hootie's turn until my turn.
Okay. What is kind of the prepared action for that?
Can he drop down completely in the turn order? Like, skip his turn so that he always starts on your turn?
I think.
I don't see why not.
No, yeah. Basically, I was just gonna have him assist my turn.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Or I can just use the turn now to fly down to me, and then the turn will be to assist my turn when it comes.
Yeah. So the flying down would just be movement, and then I've put it down here that on your turn, Hootie will assist. Should be controlled. Controlled by. Safe. Good. Up next, the blue wolf. Let's just see how far away it is. Okay, it is going to run forward and it's going to attack Ashley. So it is going to try and bite you. Does a 15 hit?
My armor class is 15, so yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. You take 6 damage.
Okay.
And then up next is Julian.
Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna start off with just giving some bardic inspiration to Ashiok, I think. So that's a oh god, I'm just trying to remember how any of the bard stuff works. So that's an extra d6 to add to any of your rolls. I have on my sheet that apparently I've used 2 of them, but I can't think what I would have used 2 earlier in this day. I don't know if I maybe used them during like the vampire fight or something.
Yeah, because Quinn's still messed up from the vamp fight, so I don't know if it's that.
Yeah, it could be. Okay. I think I don't have very I don't have very much bardic inspiration to go around, but that's fine. Ashley is getting one of them. Cool. And then I think I'm just gonna kick off with a dissonant whispers on the blue wolf.
Okay.
So that's I must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. Blah blah blah.
Okay. That failed.
That is definitely a fail.
Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
not going to bother asking what the DC is.
Yeah, I don't even need to look it up. Cool. So that's 3d6 psychic damage. Oof, not a great roll, but that is 9 damage, 9 psychic damage.
Okay.
And it then needs to immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows from you. So yeah, it's got to fuck off, and also leave Ashiok's a zone.
Okay.
So I guess incurring a attack of opportunity.
Yes. And that will be from Ashiok and Quinn.
Oh yeah, it's both of them.
That's a fucking
So-
spell. That's so cool.
Like I realized, like this is what the spell is really good for.
Yeah, it's like getting everybody to hit it. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why I moved it. You're probably going to do some pretty big hits. So let's start with Ashiok. How are you going to use your attack opportunity?
I'm just going to take a great sword swing.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
A 10.
That doesn't hit.
No.
Sorry. Okay. And Quinn?
just looking at her stuff there. Yeah, I think she's gonna like one-handed sweep it with the battle axe. D20 plus 6. 18?
Yes, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay, let's see. 11 damage.
Yeah. You use your battle axe, was it?
Yeah, battle axe, yeah.
Okay. And you just completely like slice through this wolf. It was already looking pretty out of.
Oh, shit.
And it is gone.
Oh damn.
Okay. I guess these are wolves.
And then the green wolf, seeing this, can't actually get to you, but it is going to get about there. It can't reach you with its movement speed yet. And boy. Vivian, it is your turn.
Can I throw a big fat fucking fireball at the red wolf?
Go for it.
How does assist work? Oh, I just get advantage. So does that mean I just roll to hit twice?
Yeah, and take the higher number.
Okay. It was an 11. And that was a 17.
Okay, that hits. So roll damage.
4.
Okay.
And that was at this one.
Yeah. And have you got anything you want to do with a bonus action?
I'm still not sure what bonus actions I even get. No, I don't think I get anything.
Okay. Okay. Up next is the red wolf, and I think the owl's kind of on your shoulder, right? So it's not really. It's kind of more like there. It's not like an owl's going to block the wolf. Because you hit it, the wolf is going to go up to you and attack. Sorry. 21, I'm assuming that hits.
Hitting who?
Yeah.
The wolf. 21, yeah. That hits.
Take 9 piercing damage.
Nice, thank you.
Thank you for the 9 damage. Okay. And then the orange wolf is also still too far away. It is going to manage to get up to there. And then it is Ashiok, your turn. Don't forget your bardic inspiration.
Okay. So I think I'm just gonna come up to the green wolf and take a swing. Do I have to use bardic inspiration before I roll?
So it's after you roll before I tell you whether it's hit or not, I believe.
Okay. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. So roll damage.
8 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that is it.
Okay. No bonus actions?
No.
Okay. That wolf is looking pretty damaged now. And then again, this wolf is too far away. Gets to about, well, it's got to go around the tree. Gets to about that. Traxer, it is your turn.
Okay. We'll just get that wolf in front of me. So Trex is going to pull out a little bit of hardened bread onto her spoon, and she like uses it like a miniature lacrosse stick and just chucks it into the wolf's mouth. And with my subclass, it just automatically hits. They're just making the saving throw against the actual morsel. So I'm just dead ass accurate with bread. So it has to make a strength saving throw with a DC of 12.
17.
Okay. On a failed save, Okay, so it takes half damage from my D6. Okay, well, you know. Right, D6. Yes. It takes 1 bludgeoning damage from it hitting the back of its throat a little too hard. But doesn't get any other stuff.
Yep.
And I don't have a bonus action, so that's it.
Okay. And then it is the yellow wolf's turn. Just gonna get there. And then it is Quinn's turn.
Guess I'm gonna run up to one of these guys and smack him. The other ones are coming around the tree like that. I'll go get this one. 5, 10, 15. I'm just gonna run right up to there and smack one of these things with my axe, or try to. 21.
Yes, that hits. Roll damage.
14.
Okay, so you managed to take out this wolf in a single hit. So how do you want to do that?
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna like, as I'm running forward, I'm like using the like the momentum of my run to like scoop the axe in under the wolf and just like hook like right into their chest and like almost like keep the motion going and like chuck it behind me. Use all of Quinn's orc strength.
Yeah, and this wolf just kind of gets battered off into a tree. And
I'm gonna wink at Arena. I'm gonna recover from the your dad wasn't your real dad thing with a show of absolute strength.
Yeah.
The ultimate flirting technique, just fucking eviscerate a wolf in front of them.
Yeah, it's the prime technique where I come from. That's how you show a girl you really like him.
Okay. Ava, is the wolf assisting you again, or is it assisting somebody else this time?
The wolf?
The owl, not a wolf.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Then, in that case, Julian, it is your turn again.
Sick. I think I'm gonna go for vicious mockery on the red wolf. Yeah, so that's another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It's a 20.
Oh, yeah. That succeeds.
Yeah.
So nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
It's
Okay.
immune.
It is not mocked. This wolf is very confident.
Julian tries to say like some shit about like how its fur is super matted and it looks super gross. And the wolf is like, no, this is just my aesthetic. I'm just cooler than you.
any bonus actions?
No, I'll probably leave it there. Oh, I just want to ask actually, I know a couple of people are still a little bit like wounded. Like, how's everyone looking?
Quinn's hurt, but she has like a lot of health, so she's still on 20. So I think she's fine.
Yeah, I'm also looking fine. Both physically and mentally.
How's Viv? We will never know.
We'll never know.
Okay, no worries. I'll leave it there.
Okay. Lost. Okay, and then the green wolf is going to take a bite at Ashiok. This is 16 hit.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. That's 6 damage.
Okay.
Then Viviana, it is your turn.
Can I control? Boop 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 boop. How's 15 foot? No. I guess I'm just checking another fucking fireball.
Okay.
Big fucking fireball. That was a 16. That
Um,
was a 10. So 16.
which one are you aiming at? The one next to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, roll damage.
5.
This wolf is looking pretty.
Stinged.
Yeah, it's on its last legs. It's definitely on its way out. And you don't have any bonus actions. That's changed. And in retaliation, the red wolf is going to take a bite at you. And it's going to miss. And then it is Ashiok, it is your turn again.
Okay. I'm going to try and beat up this green wolf again. 17.
Yes, that hits. Roll damage.
12.
Yeah. How do you eviscerate this wolf?
I think, like, as I slice down with my great sword, it just does the sort of anime thing where, the swing, and then it just sort of falls in 2 halves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You completely split this wolf in half. Anime style.
Fantastic.
Hell
Main character.
yeah.
Is there like a flattering breeze also blowing, like, you know, my hair in the wind?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Do you have any bonus actions?
No, I don't.
And then the purple wolf. It's going to attack Ashiok because it just saw its friend get just eviscerated. And that's 22.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
You're not dying, are you?
No.
Okay. You take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Traxa, it is your turn again.
Does anybody look really injured on our team? Or are you just mostly injured?
Still doing kind of okay. Survivably injured.
Only
I've-
slightly miserable.
I've got about half my health.
Who wants temporary hit points? That's my question.
Is it just one person?
Yeah.
Viv is getting munched on by the wolf a lot.
Okay, Viv's right in front of me, so I just like, as I finish the 6-second motion of lacrossing some hardened bread into this wolf's mouth, I like in one other motion sweep the spoon back into my bag, and it's just covered in juice, and I throw it right into Vivian's mouth. And yeah, you get a...
Possibly nothing, because I can't digest food.
Well,
It doesn't say you have to digest it. It just says when. Well, it does say when ingested. It doesn't say when digested. So I think it just has to go in.
Traxa gets like a fucking nasogastric tube that she just shoves down every.
Yeah, but you just get 1d8 temporary hit points. 5 temporary hit points for the next minute. The thing is, I don't think these ever... Oh, they do level up. Okay, much better.
I will have to defer to Alice whether that is...
Google ingest meaning, and it means to take food, drink, or another substance into the body by swallowing or absorbing it. So I think as long as you swallow it, you're fine.
Would Vivian swallow food that someone just shoved into her mouth?
It technically doesn't say you have a choice.
The magic of the food.
Because that's how I can throw it at enemies. It goes just into their mouth and they swallow it instantly.
Like,
yeah,
oh,
they
it's so
ingest it instantly is how it's worded.
You just slingshot it into the back of her throat.
Yeah.
What was it again?
It just invigorating juice is what it's called. So I just
Oh,
threw
right,
like
okay.
Red Bull into your mouth.
Okay. Okay, let's go for it. Wait, did I take a second hit from that wolf?
Miss.
Yeah,
Okay.
miss.
Sorry, Holly keeps talking to me and being annoying. Okay. Well, okay.
And yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm starting to think I have to multi-class into something with bonus actions.
Do you never get bonus actions?
I don't think so.
Oh dear.
Let me double check my cook rulebook here. Oh, well. Yeah, that's it for me, though.
Okay. Yeah. Yellow wolf now. It is going to attack Quinn.
Cool.
I can spin it around. There we go. That's a 10, so that's gonna miss.
Nope, yep. Clangs off my
Okay. And now it is Quinn's turn.
Okay. I think Quinn's gonna use her movement first to like kind of like do a like little intimidating like step around and keep eye contact with that wolf. Just so she's here, so she's flanking with Ashiok.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she'll just be like, it's playtime, and just slap her axe into the one that like ran up to her. So this one, so she's not doing it with advantage or anything.
Okay.
Let's see. Oof, 8.
Okay. That doesn't hit, no. Any bonus actions?
She not ones I want her to use, no.
Okay.
When you say like it's playtime, the dog like playfully like jumps like jumps to the side and like wags its tail a bit.
It runs to pick up a stick and brings it to you.
I'm so
Yeah,
good
now
at
you
that.
live with that guilt.
Oh god.
Julian, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna dissonant whispers again on purple. Oh no, yeah, on purple boy, purple wolfie. So that's another wisdom saving throw.
It's a 14.
That matches my spell save DC. Does that? Who?
That means that it saves.
Okay. Okay, on a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and it doesn't have to move away. Okay. So I'll just roll 3d6 and I'll be half of that.
And was that the purple one?
Yes. So it takes half of 11 damage.
Okay.
I don't know if that rounds down to 5 or up to 6.
I think it's usually round down.
Okay.
I'll Google it quickly. Yeah, round it down. Any bonus actions?
No.
Vivian, it's your turn.
This fucking wolf is still next to me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just another fucking fireball at his fucking stupid face. Pretty poor. That was a 10.
That does not hit.
Sag.
Don't you have advantage?
Yeah, and I got a 1 for that second one. So.
Fair enough. Any bonus actions?
No.
Red Wolf is going to take a bite at Traxler. And it is going to miss. I think the aroma of food coming out of the bag puts the wolf off as it goes to bite Traxler. And then Ashiok, it is your turn again.
Which wolf looks most miserable?
Red Wolf looks most miserable. and then Purple Wolf looks the next most reasonable.
Okay.
Uh,
Sorry, what?
Oh, I was gonna say you have advantage to attack the purple wolf too, because we're like opposite sides of it, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the purple wolf.
Roll attack with advantage.
It's advantage, just roll twice.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to use your bardic inspiration? So I believe you still have.
It should hit, right? I think it. No, it does still hit. 15.
Okay. Yes, it does hit.
Okay.
So roll damage.
5. That was so bad.
But that was all you needed.
Okay.
You you batter this wolf and it is dead. We are down to 2 balls. And it is Trux's turn.
Okay. I also, while we were going there, I was rereading it, and it says I can use that on enemies at a distance. I think I still have to be able to, like, physically feed my friends, and they can choose to, like, deny it, but I don't think it mattered in that case too much. But anyway, so I'm just going to attack with... Don't want to try to crossbow it from here. It does more damage. Okay, I will move up to and around to get flanking on it.
Yeah.
And then stab it in the back with a dagger.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. 21.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, and it is a D4 plus 3. 5 damage.
Yeah. For quite a small dagger, this seems to do a lot of damage to the wolf, and it is bleeding out on the floor. It is dead.
I try to mimic what I've seen on the battlefield, like acting all tough, like eviscerating it, but it's just this tiny dagger, like barely getting through its skin.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all.
So now we just have the quite healthy yellow wolf left, and it is that wolf's turn. So it is going to turn around and attack Ashiok. And a 20, which I'm assuming hits.
Yeah, obviously.
9 damage.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And then Quinn, it is your turn.
Okay. Quinn has learned that her pride is probably a little less valuable than tactics, so she is gonna go get flanking and make her hit. Well, 17. 17 again.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Sweet. Let's see. Can she do it again? 10 damage.
Yes. So this wolf is now looking very hurt.
Amazing.
You almost got it, but it's still alive. But you did almost get it.
Ah, fuck. Could have had 2 for 2.
And then Julian, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm just gonna vicious mockery the final wolf. As a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 12.
That is a fail. These have been quite smart wolves so far. So,
Yeah, I'm not sure
Um,
how a wolf has +1 to wisdom.
yeah. I guess it's like, because I guess it's wisdom as opposed to intelligence, so it's like the wolves are smart enough to know that, I don't know, they shouldn't like eat moldy food or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what counts as smart to a wolf, but right. Anyway, sorry. Roll. 1, 4. 2 damage. Psychic damage.
Yeah, 2 damage is enough. How do you mock this wolf to death?
Oh god. I think I tell it that the color of its coat looks like mud. It's terrible. I wouldn't even use this dog as a fur coat. Useless.
It dies from shock at your words.
Dies from cringe.
Completely fair. Look, it's hard coming up with things. All right.
Yeah, I can never figure out how vicious mockery works when your enemies don't understand words.
Yeah.
Julian was just barking, and we were like, "What the fuck?"
I think it's one of those things where like it's apparently it's a string of insults, but it's laced with subtle enchantments, blah blah blah. So I guess it's one of those things where like the insults probably don't actually matter. It's just the vehicle that you use to curse them, I
Yeah.
guess. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Kill the thing.
You
Really?
killed the last thing. Oh, I didn't mean to put you on that page. Pretend you didn't see that.
I know.
I was like, "What's going on?"
Cool looking map.
Yeah, hexes. I love it.
What is this?
Oh, what are you talking about?
So you're about halfway there, and you've beaten the wolves. You can't really hear the howling anymore. Irina looks a little bit kind of shocked. I think she was hoping to get to the first stop without any problems, especially since it's still daytime. But you carry on, and you reach a fork in the road, a left and a right. There's a sign there. One of them points to Valaki, and the other one points to Serpul. Valaki on the left, Serpul on the right. Question is, does anyone remember which way I told you to go?
Right.
We need to go to ass purple.
That's purple.
Purple. Quinn remembered it. It's like purple but with an S.
He said ass purple.
Purple.
Just thinking ass this whole time. Yeah. Going to the right.
Yeah.
Seems like the right way.
Doesn't Irina know where we're going? Can't she tell us? Like,
Oh yeah. If you ask her, she'll say, "Oh yeah, we need to go to the right. We're going to Circle."
Oh, yeah.
We're trying to look like a professional mercenary group that knows
Yeah.
what we're doing.
oh,
We
okay.
doing.
Or at least Quinn is very much trying to do this.
Yeah. I looked badass as shit before, so I mean. Quinn will confidently go to the right.
Okay. Yeah. Erin doesn't do anything to stop you, so you can probably make the assumption you're going the right way. Okay. You walk for another couple of hours, and as you kind of leave a last section of woods on either side, you come upon what looks like quite a sizable lake on your right. And ahead, you also see a small, don't know if it's small, a Vistani encampment, kind of wagons and tents. And you can see quite a few people milling around. Oh, you're not meant to be able to see those. I suppose you can see them. They're just people.
It's
They look
definitely
very
just, like,
suspicious.
They're not meant to look suspicious.
That's
Oh,
what a
okay.
suspicious
They're not
person
meant
would
to be
say.
there.
Yeah, I just zoomed in, and what I thought were like screaming mouths are just goatees.
Oh. Same.
If people have goatees,
Yeah.
that's just us.
I thought it was like a
Okay.
ghoul face with like blood dripping out. Yeah, you're right.
Just men.
Still
I specifically
suspicious.
put those on the GM layer earlier because I couldn't see the point of them. But apparently,
All men are
that's
suspicious.
not allowed.
Yes.
There we go. It's a bit.
No, they're invisible. This is really bad. They vented. They vented.
Yeah. So
we approach.
you approach.
Yeah.
The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and going of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling through. There's a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. There are 5 colourful ring tents, and each of them are about 10 foot in diameter. And they're pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. There's a much larger tent near the shore of the lake, and it's kind of lit from inside. And there are 8 horses drinking from the river nearby. And you can hear a happy song from an accordion, and there's several kind of brightly dressed figures singing along around a bonfire. The footpath continues past the encampment, continuing north between the river and the forest edge. And Irina says, this is the Vistani camp. They should be able to look after us, keep us safe for the night. They're generally not really. Strahd doesn't like to go after them. Some kind of old debt, I think.
I will
Sure.
say that the last night that we spent in a Vistani camp didn't exactly go well for the rest of us, if I am totally honest. But I'm sure these lovely people will be quite different.
Just people. Promise they're just people. Yeah, as you kind of approach, the people notice you, and the singing stops, but there's kind of still a happy chatter, and one of them comes towards you and says, hello, friends. You are traveling. How can we help you for the night? It's dangerous out there at night.
Well, if I'm honest, it's quite dangerous during the day as well. We've just been beset by a whole pack of wolves. If you couldn't notice, and a few of us are bloodier than we would normally be. So I do apologize for our our appearances. It's been a bit of a rough day.
Every day here is a rough day, as you'll soon come to find out. But if you spend the night here, we'll make sure that you're safe. You will not be harmed here. Come, join us around the fire for dinner and some fun.
Why not? Sounds wonderful.
He
Julian's
leads
giving
you.
a very convincing looking smile.
Is this a deception check?
Every time Julian's nice, it's a deception check.
I could roll one if you want.
I think he's a trusting
Roll
man.
deception for sarcasm.
Yeah, I think even if he noticed, he wouldn't really say anything. I think he's used to people not trusting. And he leads you around to the fire, and it's getting on in the day, and the sun is just starting to set. The music starts back up again, and people start bringing around some food for you. Kind of a big stew and some nice bread. There are 12 of them, kind of sitting and standing around. There's I don't know what that was. There are a few kind of standing near some tents who look maybe like they're keeping watch. And there's some wine being passed around as well. Yeah. What would you like to do? Well, you eat dinner and kind of wind down for the night.
Well, Quinn would first like to ask if there's anything funky about this food. Like this food, you aren't promising that this is going to give me excellent dreams or something. Like this is just food, right?
No, this is just food, and he takes a bowl from the kind of big pot of stew that they have, and takes a sip just to kind of takes a drink to a mouthful. Yeah, takes a mouthful just to reassure you.
Yeah.
And he says, just some nice party food after your long day.
Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about with the weird food? Like
Yes.
You do? Do you know what's up with it? Like what that is? Like
We do not allow the pie sellers here. They cause quite a lot of trouble. But we've heard tales of the wandering lady selling her pies that tend to cause more harm than good.
yeah. Because some of our friends have had some of those and I don't quite know what it's doing to them, but
I see. Unfortunately, the only advice I can give is to not eat any more of them.
okay. Have you ever had any of your people eat some of these things and it's fine if they just don't eat more?
It can be difficult, and it's quite difficult to stop them once they've started, and especially once it's been a while. But eventually, they recover.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Thanks.
Out of the corner of your eye, you can slowly see Trex still reaching into her pocket, eating as she listens intensely.
Quinn fully was giving Trex a side eye. I was like, I don't know. Sometimes there are causes that are hopeless, and I don't know.
What what exactly happens if someone were to have had quite a few of them?
Like
He
30th.
says while looking just directly at Traxxas, just no subtlety.
They are an escape of to pleasant dreams. That doesn't change things. It just makes you dependent on the pies.
Quinn just silently looks at Traxa. See what she does.
I feel like she just like completely isn't. She's like listening, but definitely not registering any of it like it's applying to her. Of just like, yeah, that wouldn't happen to me. Nope.
It couldn't be me.
Yeah, I'm not an
stop if I
addict.
want.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think Julian is just gonna like give Quinn a nudge and just like in a bit of a whisper be like, should we maybe be trying to take those off her? I'm not sure this is wise to let this keep going.
Yeah, see, another thought I had was that she's the one that makes our food, and like if she thinks those pies are good, she might like repurpose them. We might all get pied, and I don't want to do that, so
No, I do not want that at all. That would be bad.
yeah. Have you ever like had to do an intervention before?
uh, no. I think the vices which people I've known have had have been considerably more fun than this. So
Yeah. I think Traxa thinks the pies are fun. I think that's a pretty good vice for her. But yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, like maybe we should do something later tonight. I know we are doing this whisper thing, and she's like right in front of. I don't know.
yeah, maybe let's talk to her later.
Yeah, we'll let her finish the pie that she's clearly eating right now. Save her like one last thing.
Do I overhear this?
Quinn's not really good at being that quiet.
Yeah, I mean, like we're whispering. I think like if you want to be paying attention, you could probably overhear. But if Traxa doesn't care that much about what these two are whispering about, then
I feel like
guess not.
Traxa eavesdrops a lot, but generally doesn't like do anything about what she eavesdrops on. 'Cause she's just awkward. But this directly involves her, so she probably was listening. But did she know it was about her? Yeah, she heard pie. She was probably listening. And she was also 100% planning on trying to resell some of these and make an infinite pie generation to these people until they said something. So yeah, she doesn't respond, but just I'm assuming she heard it.
And also, I'm assuming because Traxa came back, but didn't she? She clearly had more pies than she said she had, but we don't know how many pies she has, do we? Or do we know she has 30?
I don't think we know she has 30, just more. More than the one.
Yeah. Okay. God. Right. Yep, nope, that's something we should definitely deal with later, but let's see what else is going on here.
Also, is there actual water by here? This camp?
Yes, there's
Okay.
a river.
Then Trex is definitely going to go fishing. So after she finishes eating, she'll go fishing.
Okay.
And excuse herself from this conversation and debate running away with her pie.
God, I hope not.
I don't know very much about fishing. If it has to be quiet, you might have to go upstream a little bit.
I don't think it's like a full like mini game here. It's just that was like my backstory. So essentially I'm just very good at fishing. So if I sit and fish for a while, I get enough food to eat is most of it.
Okay.
So I have advantage on ability checks with fishing tackle, which I don't think we'd care about. But I can catch enough food to feed yourself and up to 10 other people each day if I was fishing a lot. So I assume just enough to catch a little bit with a good ability check. I don't think there's
Yeah.
a set amount. So I don't know if you just want me to make like a fishing check.
Sure, make a fishing check.
Woo!
Don't know what that would be.
Yeah, me neither. I have like a fishing
Um,
tackle that I have
survival?
advantage. Sure, we'll do survival. And I think I have advantage because of I'm using fishing tackle. Yeah, okay. What is this important for? I don't know. But we're going to have some fish. Oh. Okay, 22.
22, you get a lot of fish. I think because of a 22, you probably either get enough for like, how long does fish last? Like 2 days of like lunch and dinner, or enough to kind of feed the whole camp along with all of you for the night. So it's kind of up to you whether you want to save it or pass it round.
Okay. They had shared some food, so she probably shares it with them.
Okay. They're really happy about it. They start kind of passing around the fish to grill on the fire. I have in my mind, when people have like sticks with fish on, like they're stuck on,
Yeah.
stuck in the wilderness, that kind of thing.
Okay, that's all.
Okay.
I assume that took her a decent amount of time, so she's out of earshot now.
Okay. If anyone wants to talk about Traxa for a bit, now is the time.
We were doing that while she was here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably should have thought about this before, just bitching.
But the urge to bitch is so strong.
Julian and Quinn haven't had they haven't had enough proper bitch sessions.
We're drinking. There's introvert, extrovert, and there's bitch.
So before we go over the next section, how many people ate the fish? And how fast does pie absorb into a fish's body?
Trexa, no.
I'm kidding. I am kidding. She would not waste her pie on you guys, who clearly don't appreciate it.
Ungrateful.
But yeah, when Trax is gone, are the rest is like Ashiok and Vivian, or are they around where we are, or did they go off somewhere else, or?
Ashiok would have just kind of sat down by the fire. Probably munching on a bowl of the offered food.
Whereabouts is Viv?
Eva?
Yeah?
At the camp, what have you been doing? Have you been kind of... They've passed around some food and stuff.
Just Vid's found a place to soak away and read.
Okay. Well, I think if that's the case and they've split off, Quinn will be like, do you want to go get one of them and I'll get the other, and we can try to start a whole team effort. Oh god. Ugh. It's gross.
God. Bagsy, not the scary one.
The scary one. Okay. Well, look, Ashiok's being kind of scary today, so I can go talk to Viv if you want.
Thank you.
Cool. Quinn will head over to Viv and let Julie.
I have no idea who would be harder for Julian to convince to do anything between Ashiok and Viv. So.
both of them are just as bad as each other right now.
At least, well, I suppose we're probably not rolling against each other, but I was like, at least Julian has that default 10, but got an RP to a default 10 charisma.
I don't personally have enough charisma to like role play to a base 10 like persuasion roll.
It works. Julian works. Okay.
All right, so you're going up to Viv. I'm going up to Ashiok. Who wants to go first?
Do you want to go first?
Sure. I'll get it over with. I'll attempt. Right. Julian is going to sidle up to Ashiok in the way that, like, you know, when you're like at a party and you just kind of like try and casually look like you just happen to be like being in the same space as each other, like completely by happenstance, and being like, oh, Ashiok.
Mm.
So we as in me and Quinn, we have been having some discussions about our very small friend with the pie addiction, and we were wondering whether you would want to join us in taking away all of her pies, because we think it's maybe not optimal for the party for her to be continually eating deeply addictive pies, which have ominous and potentially detrimental long-term effects.
We'll let Quinn just pick her up.
I think it would be nice if we could try and talk to her first, and then we can resort to picking her up by the ankles.
You want me to talk to her?
It would be nice if you were there at least. You know, team spirit. Big thumbs up. Awkward smile.
I mean, if you really think it would help having me stand over her while all of us threaten her into handing over the pies, sure.
I mean, you are very big and looming, so I think that would actually be quite helpful.
All right. You can do the talking and just tell me if you need me to pick her up by the collar or something.
Great. I'll count you in. We're gonna do this sometime in say an hour or two once she's back from whatever she's off doing right now.
You take her bag with her.
Did Traxxas take her back with her?
Yeah, it's kind of like always on her. It's like kind of was attached, like more of a hip bag.
Unfortunately, yes. So we're going to need to wait until she's back to acquire the pies.
All right. Just you know where to find me.
We'll give you a signal, and we'll all get together and make this happen.
Yeah. Sure.
Julian sidles away. As you know, first Percy's just like, good talk, man. Just gives him a nod and then
Ashok is
sidles
just
away.
he's just like straight back to his soup.
Okay.
Right, Quinn.
Sweet. Where was Viv again? Where did she go over to?
Viv's just been sort of she's just sulking away in a corner reading a book, you know. Getting out of the way of all of the nerds.
Getting out of the way of the nerds, going to read a book. I think then Quinn's gonna like make her way over, but before she gets over there, Dante is gonna like run up and poke his little lemur head above the page of the book that Viv is reading. I don't know if she reacts.
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, before Quinn gets over there, Dante is gonna like Dante, our little lemur, is gonna like run up and like poke his head above the page of the book that Viv is reading.
Oh, like okay. So he's not poking. He's not over her. He's facing her, and he pops over.
Yeah, facing her and is just like distracting little big lemur eyes. Like
I think she'll probably just flick him away at first. Just like, what are you doing here, little creature? But I don't know. Would a flick make him stay away, or would he, come back again?
I think he'd come back again. He's like much friendlier than Quinn is, so he didn't take after her.
And so I just imagine Viv would just slam her book shut, and it's like, what do you want, you blasted little creature?
I think he was gonna make an introduction for me, but are you gonna flick me away too if I come over and talk?
So Viv just rolls her eyes. What is it you want?
Oh, look, we were talking to like the Bastrani people over there, and they seem to know what those fucking pies were that made all the creepy stuff happen.
Well, what was it? Just a simple sleep thing, like we thought?
Well, it's a sleep thing, but like apparently they're pretty fucking addictive. And Traxa did seem to have a lot more of them than she was saying. Uh Me and Julian thought maybe we could do a little like group like like a group intervention thing or something to help her get rid of them.
Is there any harm
And
in that? She's a little halfling. She likes her pies. That's hardly unusual, is it?
yeah, well, I mean, liking pies is one thing, but were you not awake to see the creepy face that happened when she was asleep?
Of course, I remember that, but I thought we determined that it was completely harmless.
Yeah, but then these Pastrani guys say that they literally like don't let that pie seller come near them and that there's some freaky stuff happening and like it can get kind of dangerous if you have too many of them.
Fine. What do you want to do? Do you want me to burn them for you?
Uh oh fuck, actually that would be really good. If we could get all the pies and you could burn them, that would be pretty sweet.
Fine.
Okay, but we got to get the pies off of her first, okay?
They can control flames to warp themselves around a humanoid. I can twist flames into whatever shape I want. I could just burn them while they're in our hands, and the worst that would come to her was maybe I'd singe her hair.
Okay, see that's pretty fucking rad. That's cool. Um yeah, but I think that we should still get them off of her cuz it might freak her out.
Fine.
But like that is kind of that's fucking impressive though.
Not one for flair, are you?
Ah, smack things with an axe and it gets rid of it. It's the easy way.
So where is the halfling?
Ah, she wandered off somewhere. Me and Julian thought we could do it later when everybody comes back to camp. Uh, to rest up, because I mean she's gonna have to sleep. Otherwise, we'll probably find her somewhere along the water with that creepy smile, and I do not want to be the person on guard that stumbles across that.
You think she'll get violent?
I don't know if she'll get violent. I just don't know how easy it's going to be to convince her to get rid of them.
Fine, you go ahead. You're better
Uh,
at talking than I am.
Cool. if you want, it'll probably be a while. I can come back and get you if you're caught up with reading.
Come back to this anytime. It's nothing particularly interesting in here anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we could go find Julian and Ashiok and just get it started now.
Or you want me to find them?
I thought you'd come with me and we'd find them instead of.
No, I'll come with you. Thought you expected me to go find them on my own.
Oh, man, come on. We should probably fucking stick together because the stuff that happens here is weird.
Yes, I think you're probably right.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You know, I thought you might have been a little harder to convince than this.
Look, I'm not this antisocial cretin that you seem to think I am. I'm just
Hmm.
I function best on my own.
Yeah. Well, see, I thought I functioned best on my own, but then, and Quinn like leans down and puts her hand out, and Dante like jumps on the hand and runs up the armor to where he normally sits. And this little guy came along, and we became a team. And sometimes that's not the worst thing in the world.
Well, it seems everyone is seeming to get familiar these days.
Oh,
And sort of Viv sort of gestures and you look up at sort of the nearest tree and you just like see this big owl like staring down at you.
I suppose Dante's just a little ball of fluff that seems to like my company, but well, whoever they are seems different.
Yes, well, I haven't given it a name yet.
Oh. You ever named any animals?
Oh, it's not even a real animal. It's just a magical being that has placed its form in an animal. It's not truly uh, a living, breathing creature.
Well, living creature, magical being. They all need a name.
Well, that's a story for another time.
I suppose so. Wow. Is your nameless friend going to join us then?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, is your nameless friend going to join us then?
Well, he's always watching,
Yeah.
always waiting.
You know, that could be creepy, but it's kind of reassuring.
Viv just lets out a little smile.
Come on, let's get rid of these fucking pies. I don't want to accidentally eat one.
Yes, it must be worrying to constantly have the fear of accidental consumption hanging over you.
Yeah. Try to be careful, but I don't know. Sometimes the food Traxa makes is too tempting not to just take a bite out of.
Well, I'll let you know if the compulsion ever comes across me.
We'll keep an eye out for each other.
So fine. Are we meeting these other dastardly goons next?
Are you referring to our teammates as dastardly goons?
Yes.
Then yeah, sure. Let's head.
You wander back to kind of the camp. It hasn't been very long. It'll probably be another. Yeah, don't know how long fishing takes. Another hour before Traxa comes back. So it is up to you whether you want to wait the hour or go looking. I don't know if Traxa would have told anyone where she was going or if she just walked off.
Definitely just walked off.
That is fair. Like, if we don't know she's gone fishing, like, would we try to find her? Like, if we don't know she's fishing and gonna be back, like,
The thing that I'm thinking is that, like, if we do this, like, in the middle of the Vistani camp, like, just, like, hold an intervention and potentially, like, physically threaten one of our team members and burn all of their belongings in the middle of a group of Vistani people, they might be somewhat suspicious of this. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we should just try and go and find her.
yeah, we should go find her. That's a good call.
Pretend I said all of that in a more character way.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea, Julian.
There's no search roll.
Survival?
Survival? Yeah, roll a survival check, somebody.
Can we do like an insight check as well to think like
Yeah.
whether there's somewhere that seems more likely that she would have gone?
Yeah, one of you roll a survival, one of you roll an insight.
I'll roll an insight.
I'll do survival.
12. Not very good.
Mine is 19.
Okay. The 19 will be it. You'll in fact she's only probably like 20 foot away from the center of the camp. Maybe a bit further upstream. I think maybe it's a bit muddy and you see some quite small footprints leading away. And up to the left, she's already caught a lot of fish, so we can kind of continue that fish thing. So you'll still be able to bring all the fish back if you still want to after they do this. But you do find Traxa quite quickly.
Before we left to go search, I gave Ashiok a little like head nod to say you should come with.
I begrudgingly follow.
How are you doing this intervention?
Quinn, bad
For the
friend.
record, I look like way more pissed than before.
Oh no, it's gonna boil over. This isn't. We shouldn't have invited the other addict to the intervention.
We did not think this through.
We're not smart.
No.
I'm also just imagining if you burn it, it's gonna be like, you know, burning a ton of opium right next to a town that just gets everyone high.
No, it's got to be ingested.
We don't know that.
Fuck.
I was thinking of just chucking it in the river because I'll just go downstream and get all like sodden and stuff.
Yeah, no,
But
but I promised Viv could burn it. Promised her, so.
It could be cathartic. It's nice to burn the thing sometimes.
Yeah. But very bad friend style because she knows that Julian would just be as awkward with this as she would. Quinn's like, "You got this, Julian."
Julian does glare daggers at her.
Quinn's a little
What's
more
this?
scared now that she saw a wolf die by his words, but
Yeah, there's something like in character kind of funny about the fact that like Julian can literally like give you psychic damage by insulting you. Kind of wild. Okay. Oh god. Actually, that's probably probably in character as Julian just goes, "Oh, all right, let's do this." And walks up to Traxa and just goes, "Hello, Traxa. How's it going?"
She like slowly turns to you and puts her finger up to her lips, like shh, and points toward the fish.
Can can the fish still hear us?
Yes.
Are you trying to hide from the fish?
They'll get scared.
Right. I think if you wouldn't mind, we could maybe pause the fishing for just a few minutes so we can have a little team chat. Just, wanted to talk tactics and such with you.
Okay. She starts picking her stuff up.
See, me and Quinn, we were chatting to the head of the Vistani here, and well, the topic of the pies that you've been so keen on did come up, and it has been raised to our attention that they are potentially a lot more dangerous than we have been led to believe. And, beyond just being so fast asleep that you cannot be woken up in the middle of the night, which is in itself quite a dangerous thing. But, it's so dangerous that he won't even let the pie seller into their encampment. It's just, it's as dangerous as any of the potential drugs and vices which go around, small villages such as this, and is something which we should definitely be trying to avoid. And so, with that in mind, we were just concerned about your health going forward, and we're thinking that maybe you should stop with the pies.
Okay.
They're very dangerous.
DM, how addicted am I to these pies? Because I kind of just roll with it because it was fun at the beginning, but I don't know how actually addicted Traxa is.
So
I could roll like.
because you've eaten some today,
Okay.
you're not actively craving any at the moment, so you don't feel like you're addicted at the moment.
Okay.
It just kind of feels like you felt like having a pie, you had a pie, and you feel fine.
Okay, so a normal day for Traxa.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard him, but I've only had 2. And I slept so
Only
well.
2? I'm fairly certain I've seen you eat more than 2 just over the course of this day.
I think I've only had 2.
I think it may
Oh
have
shit.
been
Okay. Oh,
a few more than 2.
well, 2 days. I forgot that I had some yesterday that you guys didn't eat.
Yes, and I mean, as far as we can gather, this is, already you are heading down the path that is potentially very dangerous, and the longer it goes, the harder it's going to be to take you out of it. And so we're all just concerned about your ongoing health, and I feel like if you were to stop now and give us the rest of the pies that you have, then we can just move on from this, and we will all be better for it.
I mean, I've only eaten 1 pie today. Also, I just rolled a d6. I think Traxa has been replenishing her pocket all day without noticing, and has eaten a total of 4 pies.
This makes sense.
So, yeah, so she thinks she's only eaten 1, but it's just like subconsciously she's been pulling them out, putting more in her pocket, and eating them.
Okay. Every
So-
single time that I've looked over to you, you have been putting some pie into your mouth. I fail to believe that you have only eaten 1 pie today. Traxa, how many pies do you have?
She's gonna look in her bag and see now that she has. Okay. She sees how many she has, but what is she gonna tell you?
Out of curiosity, sorry, this is an interruption. Does anyone actually follow Doctor Who anymore?
I was gonna start watching it again because
Okay, but how much do people care about spoilers?
quite a lot if it's about the David Tennant appearance.
Uh, right, I'll let you. You can mute if you want.
I'll just leave and you can message when you're done spoiling
No,
it.
it's fine. I won't spoil it if you want to get back into it. It's just been on in the background, and yeah, that regeneration, not what I was expecting. That's all I'm gonna say.
Does it involve large amounts of pies?
Yeah.
I'm just like really baffled as to what this has to do with pies.
Oh, it's not. I'm just fucking.
I think it just happened.
Oh, you mean you've literally been watching in the background, like as we've been talking?
Well, it's been kind of muted, but I was sort of vaguely following it with the subtitles because you know, it was a regeneration one, so I kind of had to follow it. Okay, pies. Tell me about your pies.
So she looks into her bag. You can see her like furl her brow a little bit, like, oh shit, there's some missing. But she's like, I only have a couple more.
When you say that, Quinn is gonna raise her arm, and the red text that like got imbued in it, as she had that vision, she's just gonna use the spell command and just say, admit, and like try to ask you to admit how many pies there are, because she is not
scary.
Right?
Imagine Julian and Quinn just doing good cop, bad cop.
To
Good
someone who
cop,
doesn't
scary
even
cop.
think they have a problem because they just want pie. Typical. Yeah, what's my save? What?
It's a wisdom save.
Yes, it's a wisdom save.
Oh shit, I'm great at those. 11.
Oh, that's a feel. So you gotta admit how many pies there are.
Oh,
well, Quinn said admit, so whatever Traxa would do when she saw the pies and been asked about the pies.
I mean, if it's just admit, could you just admit any other?
Yeah.
Hiding from the pies?
There's also context to her
Shit.
asking admit, but yeah.
I'm really scared of being awake, and these dreams are the only thing that has been helping me the last couple days, and I really wanted them, and I bought a bunch of pies, and I keep eating them, and I have 25, and they're okay tasty wise, but I just want to dream and be someplace else. It's so scary here.
Whoa. I feel like the second that Traxa like started admitting way more than Quinn thought there was just gonna be a number. I think like an expression does come over her face, like, oh shit, like this is sad. Whoa. Traxa, fuck. Look, I know this is scary here, but things could probably get scarier if you keep eating those pies.
But I won't be scared.
Yeah, but you won't be scared for how long? What if eating them sends you into like a sleep forever or something?
It's probably safer there.
Fuck. And Quinn looks like at Julian and Viv and Ashiok as well.
Julian is doing the grimacing emoji. Just ooh. Listen, Traxa, I will admit that this place isn't very nice so far. We haven't been having a great time. But if we want any chance of actually getting out of this place, instead of just escaping it through our dreams, which you still need to wake up from at some point, then we are all going to have to stick together and try and fight through whatever the fuck is going on here. And unfortunately, we can't do that if you are eating and sleeping your way into a stupor. So, it would be quite nice if you could maybe try and join us all in trying to get the fuck out of here. Please?
Everyone says there is no out. They've been stuck for so
Well, we're
long.
gonna fucking find somewhere.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm not getting stuck here for the rest of my sorry life. I am finding a way out of here, and we all are, and we're gonna do it together, if it's the last thing I fucking do.
Okay.
Okay?
And she'll
No more pies?
hand you the bag.
Mm. Okay. If we take the bag, can we take them out and count 25 pies out?
I don't know, in full honesty, how the bag works.
Is it because it's a magic bag? What are you
Uh, how is it worded? She's not like intentionally like doing that. I just don't actually know. Da. Okay. Every meal. Nope, that's the wrong. Okay, here we go. It magically preserves my morsels and also ingredients required to make them. It doesn't even say actually preserves any other food, or I can even store it, but whatever.
It's fun for flavor.
Yeah, it doesn't say. So I think it's just a bag that is like a little refrigerator conceptually that just keeps things preserved longer.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything about it being like only I can open it or anything. So yeah, just a bag.
Okay. Are all 25 in there? Like if we're taking them out?
So I debated it. I think she might have tried to take one and then thought better of it.
Okay, because Quinn was on. She was like, "I'm counting these. I'm doing the 1, 2, 3."
Yeah, I think
I
when
mean,
she said the actual amount, it was like, yeah, I can't really just say I'm bad at counting.
she is also being watched by 4 people plus Piao.
Yeah, but
Like,
she's high. She doesn't know that. Yeah, no, she thought better of it. So all of them are there. All of her money wasted.
Quinn sets the pies out. Quinn will say, "We can get you more on magic pies, you know, to replace these." But yeah, she sets them out and she like looks at Viv because they plan to burn them. But she also looks at Ashiok to see if Ashiok's reacting in any way to seeing all these fucking pies about to get burnt.
Not really. You can't really read anything from his expression other than like pure rage.
Ah, I need to learn to look as intense as that. But yeah, Viv, you mind going ahead and getting rid of these for us?
Do I have to roll for this? Or am I just burning the... Alice?
Are you going to? I think maybe roll for like the control of how big the flame is and kind of.
Is that just a d20 then?
Yeah.
Do I add anything to that?
Your spell modifier, attack modifier, or whatever it is.
Okay, that was a 16 then.
Okay. You make it quite a low flame. And there's not enough smoke coming off it to affect anyone. If you'd have rolled like a 5, I would have made you all susceptible to the fumes. But no, you managed to control it, and the pies burn.
Okay. I genuinely feel a lot better knowing that they're not here.
Well, thank you, Traxa, for giving me some peace of mind.
Okay. I'd like to be alone now.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough, and hopefully we didn't scare away too many of the fishes.
That's okay. I think I caught enough if you want to bring these back to them and share.
Oh. Sure. We'll tell them they're from you.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll go and kind of like sit looking at the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
Traxa.
I feel like if we are leaving, I don't know if we are leaving or not, if everybody's leaving.
Yes.
Julian is leaving.
Okay. I think when we're all going, Dante will stay, and if it seems like Traxa doesn't want him there, he'll leave, but he'll stay behind a little longer just in case she needs like some non-human company.
Okay. I don't know if she really notices. She's kind of staring off.
Yeah. He can't do anything. He's literally just like, it's not like she can see through his eyes or anything. He's just cuddly little dude. But yeah, then just leave.
Where is everyone going?
Back to the camp. Unless there's somewhere else to go, but probably just back there.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Once they have all kind of left, Trex is going to take her little helmet and then go wade into the water and dunk under it, and then don't read into this too early before I finish this, okay? She's gonna fill her pocket with rocks, and she's gonna sit under the water for about an hour because her hat allows her to breathe and she finds it comforting. So she's just sitting under the water. She's taken off like the majority of her outer garments and just kind of kept like the under stuff on, and is sitting under the water thinking.
Do we know that she should be okay?
Yeah, how does this look like to everyone?
Well, that's why I said
else?
she did it after you left.
Yeah, we left.
So like, I guess Dante sees it, but she just goes into the water and doesn't come back up for a bit. So I said, don't read into it.
You braced us.
It's something I personally find comforting, and it somehow bled into my character. It's fine.
I like it. Heading back to camp, it's like, well, that was a really tough experience. Does anybody want to smoke some weed?
What the fuck?
Oh, is this like pipe leaf or whatever the Hobbit like to get out?
It's not dangerous. It's better than alcohol. So.
Like, I just love like after a whole like fucking speech about like, you know, let's not succumb to drugs and let's, you know, live life and try and get out of it. Quinn's immediately like, let's get high.
This drug is acceptable. It's fine. Damn it.
Did she even get it?
I brought it it with me. It's in my explorer's kit. You think I hunt monsters and I don't have some weed? Come on.
Oh, it's suddenly like
Wait a
Quinn's whole like monotone, dull like affect like makes sense. He's constantly
stoned.
fucking stoned.
You bastards.
You shouldn't have said it's
Yeah,
cool.
bro, this is like some super sick kush, like.
Fuck yeah, you'd never do this with me before, Julian. Come on.
I think if she genuinely says that in person, Julian does just give her just like a withering look and walks off.
Whoa, okay.
Not like in a super dark, probably just like rolls his eyes a bit. And it's just
Mhm.
no.
Yeah. Back to camp then.
Yeah. Do you actually have weed? Are you going to?
Well, if you're cool with Quinn having weed, she probably does. So
I'm gonna give Quinn a limited supply of weed.
fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Based.
haven't seen any for sale since you got here, so
Yeah, this is a fucking narc town. I need to get a dealer here.
What is this? Is this fucking cannabis or just
Yeah.
generic pipe weed that hobbits smoke or whatever? Which is basically just weed, but they never
Yeah.
actually call it that.
It's weed, but fancy.
seaweed.
Yeah, but seriously,
Yeah.
like, do you guys want some? Like, does anybody want some? Just like one, like we can share it. Just me.
I really want to see the party get stoned together, but tonight possibly isn't the night.
The fucking giggles. Fine, I just thought I'd offer, but fine, we'll save it because I don't know where to get anymore. So I'll wait until other people want to do it. Head back and give them the fish.
Okay. The Vistani are very happy about the fish, and they kind of pass it round. There's still lots of music on. I think Irina knows some of the music because it's kind of classic folk music, so she's singing along to some of it. Mostly everyone's just having a good dance and staying in a chat. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to do before everyone kind of winds down and goes to sleep for the night?
I did actually.
Is Traxa gonna come and murder us all in our sleep?
No, but she does get out of the water and finish the almost full pie she still had in her pocket.
No.
I knew because you
Told
said.
y'all we needed to dangle her.
Yeah, I was gonna ask her the one in her pocket, but like I didn't want to like make her turn out her pockets as well. That
I
seems-
didn't even think about it until like Alice straight up DM me. Is like, how about the one in her pocket? I'm like, oh yeah, shit. So
After such an honest confession, like we couldn't anymore. It was like you got this.
yeah, one of her straight personality traits is that she doesn't like to swim unless it's for food, but she likes being like submerged. So I was like, fuck,
Nice.
perfect time. Don't know how often we'll have this.
It's a
we've
good time.
learned two important pastimes of different party members tonight.
Just, like,
Yeah.
relax, okay?
I don't know if anyone else wants to do anything, but I did actually want to ask the lead, like Vistani guy, about the three Vistani that we met in town. Like, I don't know if he'd actually know them because, like, I assume that not every Vistani knows every Vistani, but I did want to ask what was up.
Yeah. When you ask about them, he says, "Ah," and then he kind of spits to the side in anger. And he says, "There are some Vistani who are not Vistani anymore. They are outcasts. They are not welcome in any of our tribes or caravans. They are no friends of us."
What did they do to lose your friendship that way?
They, well, it is a sad tale. They had been cruel to another Vistani when they were teenagers. But they showed their true cruelty when they tried to drown that teenager. And they shunned our way of life. So we have exiled them. They do not seem to mind. They seem to prefer the life in the solid houses.
Yes, they seem to have very little remorse for any actions that they may have done. Well, thank you for telling me. It's good to know the other side of the story.
If you come across them again, you should not trust them.
I will bear this in mind. That's it.
I think before we go to sleep, Quinn will also try to find Arena.
Okay.
Is this
she
before or
looks-
after smoking?
She skipped it. She didn't want to do it by herself. But yeah, she tries to find her.
Yeah, she's just sat by the fire. She looks happier than you've seen her yet. I think she's having quite a lot of fun. And she's singing along to some of the music.
Quinn just well, she's singing along to the music. Is there a lot of people like around?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Can she get a seat near her, or like is it crowded?
There's a seat next to her, yeah.
Okay, cool. Quinn will pop a squat.
She kind of looks at you and says, Quinn, hi, care to join in the music? I don't know if you know this one.
I don't normally sing. It's not really my thing.
That's fair enough. But it's nice to be here.
Yeah, you seem to be having a good time.
Nice to get out of the house finally.
Yeah. Yeah. You think you're safe here?
Yes. Yeah. Strahd's known to not go near the Vistani. He's kind of a neutral zone.
I see. Yeah. You don't think, you're being here might, like bring him this way?
Well, I certainly hope not. I can't be certain, but it's probably the safest place I could be right now. Tonight.
I suppose so. Hey, look, I was gonna ask you some questions, but you seem to be having a good time. I can just head off, you know? Just wanted to make sure you thought you were safe.
Yeah, and feel free to ask the questions. I mean, unless they're like super sad, I guess.
It was more about your stuff with Strahd, just, and it doesn't seem like a fun thing to think about when everything's going on.
Well, we can ask. We can do that tomorrow. Let's just enjoy ourselves tonight.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe I'll stick around here while there's nothing else to do but listen to music.
Enjoy yourself for the night. Stop worrying.
Yeah. Maybe I can take off this damn armor for once.
She nods at you.
Yeah. Quinn will awkwardly go and take off her armor and like return like in just like the under leather stuff and like try to chill vibe, but she's clearly not used to being in such like a jovial place. But she tries the vibe. She takes some of the wine, and that's what she does for the night.
Yeah. I think it's quite fun, probably. It's quite an easy place to be relaxed. Because everyone just seems it's the happiest you've seen place you've been. What is everyone else joining in? Are they like Vivian, are you going back to read?
Probably. Unless anyone is making a conceited effort to actually make Viv do something. She's not hanging around by choice.
Julian is probably like sitting off to the side of it, like trying to look kind of trying to look inconspicuous and sort of like trying to look like, yes, I'm enjoying it. Please do not ask me to dance. Blah blah blah. Like trying not to look actively negative about things, but is not joining in explicitly.
Okay. And Ashley?
Ashley posted in
Okay.
chat there walking the dog.
Yeah, I remember that now. Okay. I think at some point Irina will kind of go around trying to get those of you who are near the fire to start dancing. It's up to you whether you resist or not. She's not going to push it too hard.
Quinn, with all her soul, would probably normally resist, but I think tonight she wouldn't. So
Yay, good Quinn.
she has no dexterity. She's not
Roll
good
for
at
a dance.
dancing.
Roll for a dance.
Roll to dance.
Okay, I'll roll. It's just a dex thing, right? Or is it
Yeah,
performance?
just dex, I think.
Okay, she has a +0. Let's see. If it was a performance, she'd have a +4, but I feel like it's funnier if it's dex. She got 14.
That's pretty good. You're not doing like professional dance moves, but you're keeping to the beat. You look pretty like you're having fun.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. I even remembered to smile. That was a big perk.
Does Julian resist?
Yeah. He's had a long day.
Fair enough.
Come on, Jules.
If she actually calls him Jules, then that does get a proper glare.
She does. She's caught up in the moment and like no fear.
Ashiok, when you get back to camp, do you join in with the kind of dancing and the drinking, or do you kind of keep yourself to yourself?
Who?
Ashiok. Okay. Danny said they were back, but apparently not. That's okay.
Maybe the dog just ran inside and peed on the carpet.
Oh no.
It's a possibility, yeah. I'll just assume that Ashiok gets really drunk and makes a massive No. Big fool of himself. But yeah. We'll have it be a neutral thing. Are any of you, when things kind of wind up, are you all just going to sleep? Are any of you keeping watch or anything?
Quinn has had stuff to drink, but I feel like she still does think it's a good idea to have a guard, so she might check if anybody wants to do some shifts.
Do the Vistani have a overnight guard?
Yes, they keep a few people on watch overnight.
I'm assuming if they have that, she's not going to be able to convince Julian to be on guard.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, like, if she does like try and talk to people about it, he's just gonna be like, they already have guards. It's fine. We could just take it easy for once.
Yeah, but like, what do those big fucking wolves come back?
Quinn, these
What?
people live here full
Yeah,
time. They live
Yeah.
out in the wilds. You know,
yeah.
I'm fairly sure they must know what to deal with a wolf. How to deal with a wolf.
That's fair. That's fair.
Look, just because you want to look all big and strong and intimidating for Irina doesn't mean you need to torture yourself for it. Just get some sleep.
And Quinn like walks off doing that.
You might have cut off for me. I don't know if you cut off for anyone else, but I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, she was just like scoffing and like making like noises like But yeah, fine. Maybe you're right. Maybe we can just actually sleep because I mean like being drained by a vampire is kind of tiring, so I'll just pass out.
Julian does just give Quinn a look then, but yeah, gives her a nod.
I never No. Okay, Quinn leaves. Quinn's gone. She does turn back and be like, I never, and like with like a pointy like finger thing, and then just goes away.
Julian just raises his eyebrows and laughs to himself. I like drunk Quinn.
Her scoffs get louder and she leaves.
How close is Viv to everyone right now? I mean, did
30
she?
foot.
Okay, so she hasn't like skulked off even further to get away from all the noise.
That's up to you.
I don't know. Would people? She might do that. Make it try and be subtle to get away from everyone, unless people are actually actively looking for her. I wonder if it's like Quinn's gonna make it a mission to get like drunk with Viv before the campaign is over.
At some point, she does have the weed. She's like, I need to keep that. That'd be good at some point. But I feel like.
Oh, sorry, Karen.
Oh no, I was just gonna say tonight. I think she just goes right to bed after that conversation with Julian. She's like, I don't want him to accidentally appear again and say more stuff. I'm going to bed. He won't be there.
Oh, so now it's fine to escape into your sleep, huh?
Yeah. After I've consumed my alcohol, I'm gonna go to bed.
Vivian, make a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Ba, 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 18.
Okay. You don't notice anything while you go read. It seems pretty peaceful. I think maybe if you listen closely, you can hear the music in the background, but it's very easy to tune out. And you have quite a peaceful evening.
Well, Viv might do a bit of meditation. You know, recover from the wolves. Do we get a long rest?
Yes, you get a long rest. How do I deal with this? 1 second. Joseph, I don't know what to do with this.
Me neither. I wasn't expecting to pass. Yep.
Okay.
My bad.
So, how far away did you go, Ava, from the party?
Where is the party? Around the campfire?
Yes.
Maybe around here.
Okay. So when you go back in the evening, you don't really. Everything's fine. Traxa, you also are fine because you are close enough that nothing will attack. But what Vivian didn't notice was that Traxa snuck up and went to sleep near Viv, but didn't tell Viv. So Traxa's just kind of sleeping in a bush in a field, quite a long way from camp. And because she ate the pies, she
It's doing the face thing again.
She's doing the face thing again, but no one's there to see her this time. So it's a bit less shocking. You all sleep and nothing happens, other than Traxa, you have the lovely, amazing dreams again. You sleep for exactly 8 hours and then wake up. And Ashiok, you have awful, terrible nightmares. Like the worst nightmares you've ever had.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
So, yeah, I guess everyone can hear me having these night terrors too.
They can.
Fantastic.
So, does anyone try and wake Ashiok up? Is anyone a light enough sleeper that they would wake up?
I feel like Viv could
Oh.
probably snap out of her meditation pretty easily. I would say.
Mhm.
So she can maybe. I mean, whether she would care or not, I think is probably more ambiguous. But and I go up and poke Ashiok.
Ashiok does not wake up.
Can I shake him?
That doesn't work either.
Can I apply a little bit of flame to one of his fingers or something? Like, I'm not trying to burn his hand or something, but just like, you know, if you put someone's hand on a candle for like a second, you know.
He continues to sleep.
Okay. He is not getting back up, so.
Meanwhile, in his dreams, he's just like burning at the stake or something. Thanks, Vivian.
He's fucking. he's got this fucking dream where he's like falling slowly into like a volcano or something, and his fingers just touch the lava. Okay. Well, I suppose Viv is just going to go back to reading then.
Fair enough. Okay. 8 hours later, after 8 hours of terrible nightmares, which occasionally involve burning, Ashiok wakes up. And everybody wakes up. Some feeling a little hungover, but not enough to have any stat problems. And the cat kind of starts the day. And one of the guards you've seen standing outside the bigger tent, if when you're all kind of stood up and all awake, he comes over and he says, "Before you leave this morning, Madam Eva would like to see you. She would like to offer some help."
Who?
Madam Eva. I can write it if you want.
Wait, are you talking to just Viv or the entire group?
It would be the entire group.
Okay.
Are we all still kind of scattered around? Sorry, just imagining her like saying the guard either saying the exact same speech to everyone individually or like speaking once, but it just like the words just appear in everyone's brains.
If you're not all together, he will say it to just the biggest group of you, and ask that you gather everyone in the group and come to the large tent.
Sure. Just to double check, so we've all had a long rest now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you've all had a long rest.
Amazing.
Weird.
I feel like it's so rare to get one of those in these sessions.
How if we were all together and we got told this, or if we're getting together before we go in there, how does Ashiok seem now? And also, has Traxon made it back to camp?
Traxor, if you want to go back to camp this morning when you wake up, you can. Like yesterday, you're kind of sad and depressed when you wake up because your dreams were so good and you're still stuck in a terrible, terrible place.
Yay!
Ashiok, you're quite happy to be awake today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very visibly like shaken though.
Yeah, I feel like then if Ashiok's around in the morning, Quinn would go up to him and like ask, like see if like he's more responsive to questions or like if he knows what went on the past day.
No. If she would ask him anything, he would just kind of be like, I don't really want to.
Wait, what was that? Sorry, what would he say?
He would just be like, he doesn't really want to talk about whatever
Oh.
went on.
What, the dreams?
Yeah.
Well, Viv would probably mention the fact that she tried to wake him up, to the point of, well, maybe she doesn't go into details, but she would say that she tried very hard to wake him up and he wouldn't, so
Okay.
something might be wrong with him.
Well, do you still feel bad now, this morning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Do
at
you
least
feel-
you're awake now.
What is
Sorry.
that supposed to mean?
Well, you weren't waking up last night.
Oh. I see.
You were muttering around like a madman. Thought
Oh.
thought you'd finally snapped or something, but no, it was just a nightmare, I suppose. But I don't know, nothing I could do could wake you up from it. It's just like when you were eating those pies, but obviously not so pleasant.
I see. Well, at least you tried.
Yeah. And maybe if you're not feeling as bad as you did yesterday, maybe that'll be the end of this weird, like, unwakeable sleep.
I sure fucking hope so.
Yeah. Well, at least we got rid of them all. And now there's no going back to that.
Yeah. Yeah, no going back to that.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna go get help from whoever this Madame Eva is.
I suppose so.
Know who she is.
I hadn't heard of her. Did we get told about her? Did we going to find her? I don't know.
Is everyone here?
Yeah. Is Traxa here?
Is she? I don't see her anywhere.
I'm assuming that she didn't necessarily look for you guys as much as just came back to the middle of camp and was cooking.
Okay.
But if she got up, if it was exactly 8 hours and she went to bed earlier than everyone else, she probably spent the early morning fishing and cooking like normal.
It's a small camp. We can go find her before we head. Quinn just wanders off to find her, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's quite easy to find her because she'll either be by the river or
Yeah, it's not like
fire,
she's not hiding.
she's not.
Hey Traxa.
Hello.
Hey, how are you feeling this morning?
Sad.
Yeah. Ashiok seemed pretty down yesterday when he didn't have one of those pies, but he says he feels better today, so at least if you stick through it, you should be alright.
Okay. And you
how
see
are
her
you feeling?
eating something out of her pocket.
What's that? I think Quinn just says, like, immediately.
It's like to a dog. It's like, hey, what's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? Open your mouth. Give me that.
It's just toast. Do you want any?
Is it really just toast?
I mean, yes. That's what I said it was.
Yeah, but I'm a bit funny about the pies, okay? So I normally wouldn't be this doubtful if you don't seem like a liar, so I don't know. Plus I ate everything anyway, so it's fine. I was just coming over to say, I mean, if you want to keep sticking with us, we just got told that there's some woman, Madame Ava, who says that she could help us.
Okay.
Yeah. Just if you think sticking with us is the best thing, because like Julian said yesterday, we're trying to get out of here, but, you know, I know that you enjoy the fishing and the cooking and stuff, and they do that here, but offer's still open to stick with the group if you don't hate us after yesterday.
I'd rather go home, but I just don't know if I'm much help.
Hey, you have been help. I mean, you helped us fight those wolves.
Not really. I just kind of get in the way.
Well, I don't think that's the case. I think you can do a lot more than you think you can do.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, we'll find a group and, you know, maybe this person knows a way out. I mean, she's one of the Bastrani. They know how to get out.
Their name sounds like pasta.
I just pasta and pastrami. Pasta's just pasta, right?
Oh, pastrami's a meat. I don't fucking know. Corned beef, whatever. She would have known that. I don't fucking know.
I mean, just having Quinn be like, Quinn doesn't know the different types of pastas. It's just pasta's pasta, so.
I'm just going to pretend in character she said the meat because she knows and I
The
don't.
meat. I see. Could be a meat. But see, so that's a good sign. So we should probably head.
Okay.
Cool. And they walk back to the group.
And I stab her in the shins.
Oh god, shit! You didn't even have to roll for that. You're so good.
You limp back to the camp.
Yeah, fuck.
I feel like this morning Trex's psychosomatic limp is more pronounced. I didn't want to bring it up, but since we're on limps, yeah, I feel like she's kind of hobbling more.
Come on, we show up.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the loo, so I'll be back in a minute.
Well, fine then. Okay, me and myself in the group chat. Thank you for people for coming to watch, or if you watch the VOD on YouTube, come check out the Twitch, or just keep watching the VODs on YouTube. We'll probably just stream the whole campaign, depending on how long that fucking takes, because we got months in between some of these sessions, so not an easy one to tune into live. But yeah, I don't know how much longer it's going to go. Normally we end at 5 p.m. here Eastern time, so it should be wrapping up, but they might want to play a little longer, and I got nothing else to do today, so we will see. But yeah, I find it very hard to roleplay as a very low charisma character like that, of like, I don't know what to say. She's just supposed to be quiet, so it's hard to like come up with lines of like what I'm supposed to say in her position, and so it kind of defaults to like depressed and standoffish. And of course in this, like, I didn't mean for it to be some like a drug addiction theme, but it's just kind of rolled that way, and it was like, you know, it would make sense if she's super depressed because of missing home, because she just started off on her adventure. This was kind of like she had just left home after being there for like 35 years, so still young for her race, but missing home, and then is lost and feels like she can never see them again, and is getting hurt and things that just quite hadn't happened in her life before. I think it works okay. But I know I don't want to play a super depressed character the whole time, just because it kind of drags down the whole role-playing and party, so I'm hoping I'll move her past this relatively fast without being too, like, she just rolled by it, so like still a little sad but past it. But we'll probably have like one more day of it because of the nightmares at least, so it might take a little bit.
So as a group, you enter a tent. It's quite dark inside. There's an older lady with black, kind of peppered with grey hair. She sat at a table, and she's shuffling some cards. And she says, "Ah, welcome, my friends. It is good to finally meet you. I've been expecting you for some time. Sit down, Quinn, Julian, Ashiok, Vivian, and Traxa."
You know our names.
I know a lot of things.
Huh. You know how we got here?
Well, I I assume the same way that everybody got here, through the mists. I think what you're more interested in is how you can get out.
Mm. Quinn pulls up a chair at that and sits down.
You are looking to escape this land. You're not the only ones. There are many of the normal people. There's a different word for it. I've forgotten. Apologies. Many people would also like to leave, to come and go as we do. It is not going to be easy. The only route forward for you, if you would like to leave, is to kill Strahd. He is unkillable, but it is the only way.
But what
Kill-
is the only way?
Killing Strahd.
But he's unkillable.
Uh-huh.
None.
Unkillable literally or effectively unkillable?
None have managed it so far. But there are ways of weakening.
Oh yeah?
There are things that I can tell you, if you wish it, that will help you on your journey.
And
Wow.
what do you want from us?
I do not want anything. There is nothing you can give me I do not already have. I am happy here with my people. I wish to help you and help Strahd. I believe he is cursed and it would be better for him to be dead.
What, you want to kill him as a favor to himself?
Some people are stuck here against their. Well, I'll start that again. He is not who he used to be. It would be a mercy to end his existence.
When you say it would be a mercy to end his existence, do you think he would agree with you?
As he is now? No. As he once was. Well, I didn't meet him then, but I think when he was a man, he would not have liked to have seen what he has become.
See. Have you told this secret to any other people? Or are we the first?
This is not a secret. I will be doing a fortune telling for you.
Oh.
Ah, so more pseudo-magical humbo-jumbo.
Magic literally exists in this world.
Yeah, but not all magic is equal. Just like not all. That's why I said pseudo magical, because like science exists in real life, but it doesn't mean we trust or should trust everything that presents itself as science.
Yeah, the Earth is not round. Fuck all of you.
Hey, well, wait.
Just because someone calls themselves a fortune teller doesn't mean they can actually tell fortunes. And it's always like weird, ambiguous crap that can never, you can never figure out. So
D&D puzzles for toddlers.
I'm still missing your backstory, so I can't do what I want to do. Could you
What-
message me like a secret from your past?
What, me?
Yeah.
What is Viv getting told first?
Well, you're the one that's questioning the lady, so.
Yeah, that's what you get for bullshitting.
Oh, I almost messaged Sophie that.
Secret.
Okay. You can choose whether or not to believe me, but But if you stay here, you will not be able to make what is whole that which you have lost.
What do you want with us?
As I said, I'm trying to help.
What do you want from me?
Nothing at all. Well, I want your help to release Strahd from this world. If that aligns with your goals to leave this place, then that is a happy coincidence. Happy happenstance.
Is it you that brought us here?
Only Strahd can bring people in and out of his reign, his land.
Why do you think he would have brought us here?
I do not know. Maybe he was bored. That is beyond my sight.
We are quite an entertaining group.
Well, I think we'd all at least like to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. Fortunes could be interesting.
Maybe it's nonsense, maybe it's not, but I'm willing to take that chance and get any information that we can, I think.
She nods, and then she gets out 2 decks of cards.
I'm so hype. I love fortune telling.
Yeah. I love tarot cards. I am white girl astrology.
I'm sitting with like 4 tarot card decks beside me right now.
Give me my D&D character's astrology chart right now.
Please. I have even the in Pathfinder, there's a deck called a Harrow deck that's like a tarot deck, and I own like the actual version of it because I
That's
fucking love
so amazing.
it. You can like use it in game too. It's great.
Now that's
I'm-
goals. I want to use that in a game someday.
It has because like each of the cards like relate to like strength, dex, wisdom, intellect, and blah, blah, blah. They actually mean something. There's like mechanics you can do with it. It's great.
Oh, that's really sick. I'm personally not very into horoscopes and stuff, but I was just saying to Sophie, I think Julian probably is the exact kind of gay to be like he's a fucking horoscope gay. He's probably a fucking like Scorpio, Gemini rising. What are the evil
Yeah,
signs?
he knows like his exact like sun and moon signs, like
Yeah.
the precise second that he was born.
Yeah.
Just bitchy sign.
I'm just
The bitchiest zodiac signs, ranked from most to least. Scorpio,
yeah.
apparently. Okay, so Julian was born probably late October, early November. I think
Really,
that's
his
probably.
birthday.
Maybe it's his maybe it's his birthday.
Oh, October 23rd to November the 21st. So
Aw, shit.
Anytime now.
Happy birthday, Julie.
Oh, is Julian someone that would have a birth month? Like a birthday month?
Oh,
Oh my
absolutely.
god, yes. He would be so incredibly obnoxious about it.
Oh. Well, it started. Today's the first day of his birthday.
But if Julian was super into astrology, would he be the sort of person that like he only wants to listen to astrology, but if it personally like validates him, so he'd probably hire all of these fucking astrologers, and then every time they say something he doesn't like, he fires them and hires like another one. So over time, like the astrologers, it's like an open secret that if you're hired to do an astrology reading for Julian, you've just got to suck up to him as much as possible.
Absolutely.
I mean, maybe he likes a little bit of drama in that, but he doesn't want to be told,
Mhm.
he doesn't want to be told bad shit.
Oh,
So-
absolutely not. No.
You can
I
really-
feel like he's the sort of like astrology person to like if there is anything shit about like his sign, he's just like, oh well, I'm more in my moon sign, you know. I that sort of nonsense. Anyway, sorry to
Anyway.
derail.
No, that's okay. So, what she does is from one of the decks, she shuffles both decks in front of you. From one of the decks, she draws 3 cards. That's not what's meant to happen.
It wasn't
I thought
audible 20. Oh my god, it's the actual reading.
How do you just hide it? How do I drag it? And I'm just gonna have to Google it.
what is my rising sign? How do I find out?
Oh, there's a cool website for it. I know this because someone sent me it.
Oh, now I need to know too.
But the website I got it on literally had like a million page PDF, but me and my flatmates decided to like read through it all one day. It was very funny because it tells you your erogenous zones, and my flatmate got like feet as one, and he was so pissed off. He was like disgusted. He like threw his phone and I was like, okay.
Assigned
come on."
foot fetishist at birth.
Literally by the stars.
I'm apparently Capricorn rising. Because you need to know your exact the exact time that you were born at, and
Yeah, the time.
and the exact location basically.
Mhm.
So
What the fuck?
My downloads.
Aha! I figured it out.
my moon sign is Leo.
Send me the website.
I'm just I want to know what Sophie's website was.
Let's see. I sent it to my friend Aaron.
That sounds more dramatic. This one's just like, I mean, the thing that I don't get is that there's a sun sign, a moon sign, a Mercury sign, a Venus sign, a Mars sign, a Jupiter sign, a Saturn sign, a Uranus sign, a Neptune sign, a Pluto sign. Apparently, there's a Lilith and an N node, whatever they mean. There's Placidius orbs, like all of this, there's fucking aspects and
yeah, there's
shit.
like muses too. Like
But there's only 12 signs, so literally, theoretically, you could just have every fucking sign. So it's actually like, oh, actually, I'm an Aries, Jupiter, but actually my Uranus is in Aquarius, and
well,
so
relate things. How do I search?
I just found like a website that calculates it. I feel like I've just been dragged by this. Apparently, I'm a Taurus Sun, Leo rising, the proud queen or king. A person with this combination will buy the most luxurious and aesthetically pleasing objects that money can buy. What?
I want whatever website that is.
That's really specific.
Yeah. It's essential these people see that their money is spent on most luxurious cars, watches, clothes, bags, perfumes. What?
Know that you're an artist and you don't have money, like
Yeah. Even if I did, I wouldn't.
thing is, if you don't agree with something, you can just fucking follow another.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
all
for
nonsense anyway.
I figured it out. You have to hold shift.
Ah.
Um,
It's okay. We've all been busy looking at
Yeah.
our own astrology. It's okay.
So she places 3 cards in the positions there, and then from the other deck, which she also shuffled, she places 2 more.
Oh, it's sick. There's like actually a card. Actually, cards out.
Yeah.
A lot of them. And she says she holds her hand over the first card, the one on the left, and she says, "This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy." And she flips it, and she said, "Ah, the guild member. I see a fallen house guarded by a stone dragon. Look to the highest peak." And then she holds her hand over the second card at the top, and she says, "This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope." And then she turns it and she says, "The monk. I see a kneeling woman, a rose of great beauty plucked too soon. The master of the marsh knows of whom I speak." And then she holds her hand over the third one. And she says, "This is a card of great power and strength. It tells of a weapon, of vengeance, a sword of sunlight." And then she flips it. Ah, the tax collector. "The treasure is hidden in a small castle beneath a mountain, guarded by amber giants." And now for the high card. And she holds her hand over the card at the bottom. And she says, "This card will shed light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness." And she flips it. And she says, "The Raven. A werewolf holds a secret hatred for your enemy. Use her hatred to your advantage." And then she holds her hand over the center card. And she says, "Your enemy is a creature of darkness. Powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him." And then she flips it. Seer. Strahd lurks in the depths of darkness, in the one place to which he must return. I'll also send all of these to handouts once I've typed them all up.
I like knew you were gonna send them, but I still wrote everything down.
Well, in that case, I don't have to.
That's why I just stream it all now. I'll just look at it later. My notes were illegible anyway.
These cards will guide you on your way if you wish to defeat Strahd. They will take you a long way, but should you need it, if you find a Vistani camp, we will always be happy to offer you someplace safe to sleep.
This reading, I mean, it's a bit cryptic, a bit, vague, but I guess it's something. It's more than nothing. Have you ever done this for anybody before? Has there ever been a group before that you've sent off to try to kill Strahd that has had no luck with it?
Many in the past have tried to kill Strahd, but this is my first fortune telling
Hmm.
of this for this purpose.
Why us?
You
Yeah.
are outsiders. You are strong, and I believe you have a good chance, however slim it is.
And the Bastrani didn't happen to head out to find outsiders and bring us here?
We do not have that power. It is only Strahd who can bring people inside and outside. If you met some on the outside, maybe it was they who. Maybe Strahd was watching over the Vistani and
Hmm.
you caught his eye.
I see. What a compliment.
He's certainly got his eye on your little group.
Hmm. Well, if he's watching us, I wonder if he knows about this reading too.
Hmm.
I do not know. We are usually safe.
You
Well,
say, oh, what did I say?
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. You say you're safe with Strahd and he watches over you. Have you ever spoken with him?
I have not. It is rare for him to leave the castle.
Rare, but not impossible.
It is not unknown. Sometimes he will fixate on someone and will follow them. But he tends to stay within the castle walls when he is, unless he is hungry.
Right.
Is Irina with us?
It is up to you whether you invited her in.
No. Would we have, or would we have just gone ourselves? Or would she be with us?
I
I
think
don't know.
we
I feel like
probably
we'd
just
probably,
go ourselves.
Mm.
I kind of feel like we'd maybe offer, but not thinking that she'd say yes, just in a sort of like, hey, we're doing this thing. So I guess I would, but I don't know.
Yeah, like if we told her we were going, would she come, or would she just like if we didn't ask her to come but told her we were going, what would?
I think she would have. She was probably like tidying up her pack or helping the Vistani with something, and she would have said, "Go ahead. If it's important, you can tell me after."
Okay.
I think in that case, like when she says like he, the thing about him getting like obsessions with certain people or whatever, also share a look with Quinn, but I'm not going to comment on it explicitly.
Yeah. Because I think Quinn was about to bring up, like she catches Jillian's look because she's thinking about that too, and she's just like, you knew what our names were for some reason. Do you know who we're traveling with?
I do, and I know the gaze that follows her.
Do you know anything more about that gaze?
Well, I assume you know who it is.
Hmm.
I do not know the reason, whether it is one of his normal prey, or whether she is special to him. I do not know.
Hmm. Do you know how often he normally follows his regular prey?
Every 100 years or so, there is one who will catch his eye. Otherwise, he goes out and feeds from who he chooses. It does not matter.
So he normally doesn't come back and back again.
Do you mean like if he's stalking someone, will he keep coming back, or do you mean?
Yeah, like does he normally just like pick a person and that's it? He has them once and then like he'll just find the next closest person. Like, is it weird that he's come back to her several times?
I believe she is one of those special every 100 years. He will not. He will not leave her lightly. He will. He will be back.
What a
But
delight.
it was dial.
Mm. All right. And
Do you think she has any chance of getting out of this?
There are places she may be safe. If you can hold him off for long enough, or kill him, you might be able to save her.
Do you know where we could take her?
There is. What it's called? There used to be an abbey, which was against, which was holy enough to keep Strahd at bay. Now, if I could just find what it's called. The Abbey of Saint Markovia. It is near Kresk. It is a long trek, but you also might find safety in Valaki.
All right. Thank you.
do we remember why we were specifically going to the place we were going to as opposed to Valaki?
I don't think it was specified. I think it's kind of assumed that the Abbey would be. I think you were told that the Abbey would probably be safer, but that Valaki is a good second option if you don't think that you'll get all the way to the Abbey.
Okay, I see.
Could you put the name of the town and the abbey in the handouts?
Yes.
Because I will instantly forget.
What's the page? I get rid of the page with the name of this place on it. There we go.
Well, I suppose that's just another reason to get rid of Strahd then.
I suppose so.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be such a fucking.
It's fine, Julian. All we have to do is walk through an unlockable door, kill an unkillable man.
This truly is a nightmare.
Hmm. Why did we burn the pies again?
Nope, nope. We're doing this. We're doing
Traxa
this.
cries in the
It's gonna be
corner.
fine.
We can fucking do this. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Fuck that fucking guy for bringing us here. Wonderful.
Right. Is there anything else you can tell us, madam, about killing our new favorite enemy?
Other than he will be incredibly difficult. I suppose do not trust him.
Do not trust.
That is all I have.
Let's see. Hopefully, we're not around him long enough to have to trust him.
We can hope.
Does anybody else have any questions?
I feel like I should. Like, I feel like this is a really important, like, lore dump, but my brain is empty.
If we ever needed to ask you about stuff, could we come back with questions?
Of course. Also, if you want, we could stop here for this session and then we can start up where you're still in the tent in case you come up with some questions before next week.
Yeah, it's also a good idea.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm grand with that. I wrote so many notes this session.
Please share with the rest of the group.
Yes, please.
I have bad handwriting.
I have bad following my own brain. So
Exactly.
the notes just don't make sense.
Yeah, that was really fun. It was really good to get back to like the Mian campaign.
Yeah, it's sick.
Wait, have you guys been playing one-shots without me? What the fuck?
You've been away.
You missed the adventures of the 5 terrible warlocks trying to get to the warlock dimension.
I am sad I missed them. It's better than my other campaign that I completely forgot to tell them I couldn't be there, and they just waited for me twice.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I won't have it happen again. And then the next time they're like, hey, and I'm like, fuck. Yeah. I'm not good at adulting.
How was your trip?
Which trip? The last weekend? It was good.
I don't actually know. Like,
It's been so long. I don't know.
For some reason, had it in my head that you had been on like a 4-week long camping trip.
Nope.
Or something.
I was there for 2 days.
Oh. Where have you been?
I don't know. There's been a lot of weekends that I've been here, and it's just like we didn't have things scheduled. I'm like, okay, and there's like, I feel like I was just off a week, so everything was scheduled at bad times. I don't know. I can't look backwards on my calendar because of how it's set up, so I can't actually see what I was doing. And my memory is terrible.
Time is just a mystery now. It's in the past.
Yeah.
Your memory holes.
But camping this week was guess last weekend, was it 2 weekends ago now? Fuck, I don't even know that. That was fun. We watched a bunch of people base jump off of a bridge and got to do like highlining and walking on a small catwalk on top of a very high place, so that was interesting. And then I saw Les Mis in theater, or on the equivalent of Broadway near my home, so that was fun.
Oh, sick.
But yeah, otherwise cold. Weather's been, we had snow the other day, and now it's like very nice and sunny out, so that's how it be.
Nice. Sounds pretty.
No.
Oh.
But yeah, I guess the weekend before that, I took a plane ride over like a very small single prop plane over the trees near my house, so we got to see all the trees changing colors, but from above, so that was cool.
Oh, nice.
Sick.
But yeah, I feel like it's been a very long time since I've been here.
Well, it's nice to have you back.
For my happy character and happy personality.
Definitely not joining herself.
Well, okay. The first character that I played the campaign with, Alice, at the very end, he had kind of like gone crazy and like stole something the party very much needed, and then they beat the big bad, and he like kind of didn't complete what he was trying to complete and hated himself, and so he ended up committing suicide. And then my next character was also super depressed and killed like the whole thing she was working toward, killed that. And I was like, I don't know how to deal with that. Now she just wants to die. But I couldn't have her kill herself because then it'd be very suspicious. And then I realized that all my characters just apparently go down that hole somewhere in the role-playing arc, that's where they end up at. So I had to make sure that this one was not worded in the way of like, that's what she's doing. This is just something else. Because otherwise it'd be problematic.
We need to have friendlier characters to be there for Trax. Traxon needs somebody.
Yeah.
And she's not getting somebody. So.
Well, when Alice went to the bathroom, I muted it and was just like talking to the stream of like, oh, I don't want my character to be like depressed all the time and bring down the party. And like, I didn't mean for this to be like a drug thing at all and her to get addicted. Like, this was not planned, but I had to play through it. And like, now she has to work out of it. And it's like, it might be a little bit, but I'll figure it out. And then she can be happy again. But she's so supposed to be shy. And so I don't know how to come off as like shy, but not like just sound depressed because of the short responses. So it's like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Yeah.
It's okay. We'll figure it with time. You don't need to overthink every little sentence. It's all right.
Overthink everything.
And it's not meant to be a happy campaign anyway.
Yeah. I just don't want to be the depressing one. That's what Viv's here for. But
God, it's just like everyone in this campaign is just like even just like such a bastard, or is just like really depressed, or is now depressed because of drugs. Like, I don't think Ashley was this bad before, but is now just like in depression zone, and it's like, damn.
Those fucking pies just like are apparently just like the worst thing of all time.
Yeah.
They're literally like fucking, I don't know, equivalent of bath salts or some shit.
And of course, like, the two friendliest people would be the ones to take them because they would trust people, and it's like, you just did the worst people to have this. Like, they don't deserve to be sad.
having a great day, they're like, you want to try some drugs? They're like, that sounds phenomenal. I love people. And then that's how it goes. And now we're begging on the streets of Brighton.
I just can't believe that, like, of everyone in the party, we had fucking Julian doing the let's keep the team together, let's all have hope and get through this together as a team speech. I can't believe this. He's been reduced to this.
I'm gonna be honest though, that was part of the convincing of like, damn, even this guy is going with it. Like, this must be serious because he's such a dick. Why would he care? It was like the other ones. It's like, yeah, mom, shut up. But
Oh.
You managed to get Julian pissed about something. It's probably...
right? That's
So funny.
Okay. Some questions.
Mm.
Is everyone okay if, now that we've kind of got past this first bit, if someone is missing from a session, if we're okay to carry on anyway? So if one person is missing, we'll
Yeah.
carry on.
I'm totally fine.
yeah.
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 I feel like if like something dramatic is coming up or something and situationally we know like it'd be great to have everybody there and it's only going to be 1 week, then be like, okay, well we'll do a one shot. But like most of the time, like yeah.
Make sure that everyone's there for the drama.
Yeah.
And is everyone alright to do another session in 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
I can't do in 2 weeks. I can do next week, and I can do the week after.
Next week also works if everyone can do next week.
Mm-hmm.
I can do next week. Yep.
Yeah, next week is fine.
Okay.
We
Should
did
I
it
pencil in the 30th then?
All Hallows Eve.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Yeah, that's not Halloween. Yeah, because Halloween's the 31st.
Yeah.
Cool. Then yeah, I can do that.
We all gonna dress up like our characters then?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Put cameras on for the first time.
I
We
have
all look
no idea
busted
what
as
any
fuck.
of you look like.
I don't know what most of you look like either.
I guess we're gonna find out.
I gotta go get a nose piercing real quick.
What? Do I have an apron? Oh no.
You got a pan in the cupboard, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just put a pan on my head and then sit with like my head below the table, so it's just the pan sticking out because I'm too short. Problem solved.
Have I been muted?
Yeah.
You
I haven't heard you for a while.
Was I talking about the next week? Did you hear me talking about that when we were arranging a date? Was I saying anything then?
No.
I don't think so.
What? I was saying, I was suggesting dates and stuff, and I thought everyone was responding to me.
We were just like subconsciously picking up your vibes.
Yeah.
What been since I spoke then?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
While.
Oh.
But maybe you'd got distracted and weren't listening anymore.
Oh no, I was. It's because my headphones have this little like if you flick up the speaky thing, it like mutes.
Yeah.
So I tend to do that if like someone talks to me.
I think the last time I heard you was when we were talking about astrology at the very beginning of the card reading.
Oh, what? Jeez.
But I might have
oh,
missed
God,
one. But yeah, you're just sitting there talking. We're ignoring you.
I literally said, "Oh, can everyone do next week?" And then friggin' Elliot was like, "Yeah, next week is fine." And I was just like, "Oh yeah, you replied to me." And then I realized my microphone was up, and I was like, "Did I just flick it up by mistake, or?" Anyway, someone was saying something about a nose piercing.
Yes, I want a nose piercing. I want Quinn's nose piercing. I really do, and I'm like, this is an excuse. Like,
Does Quinn have a septum or a?
she has a little stud on one of her nostrils.
Because I've got a nose piercing, but it's been in there so long that I actually most of the time I forget it's even there. Like even when I look at myself in the mirror, it blends into my face.
It is a part of you now.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people talk about nose piercings, and I'm like, God, I'd love to get a nose piercing. I'm like, yeah, I've got a nose piercing.
In a second.
Okay, next week then.
Next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
The last question.
Oh, yes.
It's more of a tell me if. So at some point in the future, dead children is gonna be a thing. If any of you have any problems with that, message me and I will remove it and replace it with something else.
Didn't we already have dead children?
Yeah, Ava
Yeah.
literally like burned a baby.
I forgot about that. I'll be fine then. We'll keep the dead children. Unless
Maybe
anyone
we've had
wants-
trauma since then.
Yeah.
The baby was already dead, okay? Like Viv was given it a decent send off.
Okay, that brings it up then for the people who were in our last campaign. If you were given the choice of there's a planet that's about to be absorbed into a giant monster and make it stronger, or you wipe out the planet, which option would you choose? Either way, they're dying, but it's either the monster gets stronger or it's directly by your hand.
Oh, this is some like Doctor Who shit where it's like, is it better to be the coward and just accept fate rather than actually fucking being the one that commits genocide? I didn't like it.
I mean, it just happened in our last campaign, and we chose a choice, and it was mentioned a lot.
I know. I can't remember what Unk voted for.
Me neither. I don't remember if I remember the outcome, but I don't remember who all voted for what.
I don't know if I remember the
Unk
outcome.
Adams. Oh, I'm talking about D&D. The Goblin Bard. Like.
But yeah, I want opinions if we're monsters or
Ooh.
not.
This part is like,
I
what
mean,
would
I guess blowing up the planet would be like the most humane thing, right? So the
Mhm.
monster doesn't get stronger. I mean, if it was gonna fucking eat them anyway.
What would be the least painful?
Is it blowing up the planet or is it like Thanos snapping it?
I don't quite remember. Maybe Alice or Ava remembers better. I just remember it was either absorbed into like their souls into this giant monster,
Uh-huh.
or we had a way to kill him. I think it was just like letting the planet implode or something.
That's some kind of thing that you could blow up.
Yeah.
An explosion versus a
Oh
monster.
wait. No, there was like a tank of souls that if you destroyed it,
Uh-huh.
everyone would die.
Yeah.
You're
No.
destroying their souls. That's another level.
Or the monster's absorbing their souls. Either way.
Oh, breaking news! I think Boris Johnson is not running for Conservative leadership. So
Oh yeah, I missed
But
all
he
that.
wanted to make sure that he told everyone that he got 102 votes that nobody can find.
yeah, and now he's just decided he's not doing it.
Did we play a single session of this during Liz Truss's reign?
Oh my god.
Yeah, because the Queen had died and she was in reign then.
Ah, yeah. Damn it. So close.
Wait, is she gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, Liz Truss is out.
Yeah.
She resigned on Thursday.
Oh.
Hence the chart that I sent earlier, which is the number of Elizabeths leading the
I
UK.
thought it was a meme. I didn't think she like actually resigned already.
She's
Yeah.
out.
Literally the shortest PM of all time.
That's so
Absolutely
embarrassing.
incredible.
But served under
Literally,
more monarchs than any in the
I'm
last
pretty
70 years.
I'm pretty sure the only person that has that was like the last person who was like really short in the role was like something like 150 days, and they died in the role. So she's done really bad. She had to resign after what, like 40 something days, 45 days, and at least 10 of those days were she wasn't actually doing anything
Yeah.
because it was the Queen's funeral, so she only had to
The fucking funniest thing is that she campaigned for being prime minister for longer than she actually was. The campaign cycle was 54 days, and she was prime minister for 44. It's so fucking funny to me. Absolute, like, it's absolutely iconic that she was prime minister for 44 days, and in that time, she killed the queen, she tanked the pound, and she's just destroyed the Conservative Party. And
So she's 1 for 3 on
incredible
good
scene.
things.
Yeah, most based Conservative PM ever. God, she was terrible. I'm glad she's gone.
I'm glad Boris isn't coming back though too.
Yeah, you just know that like the next one is just gonna be even worse.
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna be great.
Yeah, they're predicting all the Senate races and stuff are starting to swing red as well here, so I'm just like, yep. It's the whole
Oh
world.
boy.
Yep. God. But at least we have Strahd, a totally reasonable leader, and our group leader, also a Tory. Shit.
Listen, Julian he's slowly becoming a marginally nicer person. Give him time. Maybe he'll be a Lib Dem by the end of it. He's going to become an enlightened centrist.
Oh god.
The greatest and worst character arc of all time.
There's a degree to which he will become as nice as I can be fucked to keep playing a bastard character, because it's not always very fun to play a guy who's just a complete piece of shit.
Well, I just want to make Viv less miserable, but I need people to help me.
That's all of our characters are like, if we just had nicer friends, this would go so much better.
But unfortunately,
But we all suck.
So I do need to actually just write out Viv's backstory and send it to Alice at some time. I just felt it's not been that important so far.
Ash needs
Yes,
to
please.
just get off of the drugs and we'll be fine. That or Quinn needs to get laid.
Well, that'll be hard with the way she's able to talk to people, so...
That conversation had so many like back and forth that you guys were like, I couldn't tell if you were purposely putting in the innuendos or like hinting at things from both sides, or if it was just I was reading into it, but it was cracking me up. Like, oh, maybe I should take off my clothes. Yeah, maybe you should. Okay. Like, I'll go do that now. Phenomenal.
I decided Quinn's gonna be really bad at it because I'm playing a different character who's like literally like Playboy, like Casanova style, and I was like, you know what, Quinn, I'm sorry, but we're playing a new character now. So.
That's why Trex is quiet, because my last character flirted with everyone. And I think that's why Miriam didn't want to play another campaign.
She did, but by that time we already had 5 players.
Oh, really?
Not quite bad. But,
Damn. Okay, at least it wasn't me. I feel less bad
It took her
now.
like a month to reply, so but also she's constantly busy.
Who is?
Mariam.
Oh, right.
Like, she's-
Ava already forgot who that was.
No, I just didn't hear who you said.
Yeah.
Because I remember you did ask her if she wanted to join this campaign, and then you heard nothing.
Yeah. Eventually she replied, but by that time it was
Too late.
full. But probably for the best. I mean, she's constantly doing cosplay, and she's in the final year of her PhD, so she probably wouldn't have had much time.
Excuses.
She's very good at the cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
Instagram. Not that I recognise most of the characters because it's from
They're all
anime.
Yeah, they're all obscure anime. I just assume all of them are Bungo Stray Dogs until she says otherwise.
That's a some Genshin stuff at some point.
Oh, really? Like
Sharon
recently?
does. Yeah.
I haven't seen anything since I came back overseas. I hadn't really talked to her since the campaign.
I only follow her on Instagram, but she did some Genshin stuff.
What's her handle? Or whatever it's called.
I will find out. Sahara's cosplay or something? I'll put it in handouts.
Okay. Because, yeah, we've been thinking about doing a Genshin one, like a group one, and just never got around to it. But she'd be someone I'd ask for advice from after not speaking for a year. Okay.
There you go.
Perfect, thanks.
Good night.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.
I expect you all in costume next week.
Yes. As close as we can.
Do we have to turn webcam on or something?
It's up to you. I might turn webcam on. I'm just gonna dress up as a vampire.
If we're doing webcams, I assume people don't want their face on stream.
I don't care.
Okay.
Maybe we could just do it for like a few minutes.
Well, that's what, like,
you know,
I could just not. Generally don't have the webcams up much, but I would worry about it a little more versus if no one cares that it's like briefly up. I wouldn't be as strict, but
Yeah, we could just have it on to start with.
yeah, because I haven't put myself on webcam yet for my streams either, so.
All right. You don't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I can definitely wear a pot and put it on. I just will not show that part of chat to the stream. It's not a big deal. Okay.
Oh,
Night night.
Okay.
Bye.
hey guys.
Bye.
Bye.